eyes, queen of discord where I stand, chaos in my every hand. Goddess of the wild night, bringing dreams to shattered light. Valhalla's throne is where I reign, with a heart that knows no pain. Goddess of the wild night, bringing dreams to shattered light. Valhalla's throne is where I reign, with a heart that knows no pain. Eras of courage and might, feel the passion, feel the flight. Crave the edges of my dance, take a leap, take a chance. Attitude lights up the sky, sassy sparks that never die. In my world you'll find the flame, burning bright without a name. Feel the thrill inside your soul, breaking chains to make you whole. Through the chaos find your way, in my kingdom you will stay. Eras of courage and might, feel the passion, feel the flight. Crave the edges of my dance, take a leap, take a chance. Goddess of the wild night, bringing dreams to shattered light. Valhalla's throne is where I reign, with a heart that knows no pain. Eras of courage and might, feel the passion, feel the flight. Crave the edges of my dance, take a leap, take a chance. In the city, neon lights, dancing under siren skies. Foxes running through the night, glowing with electric eyes. Wicked rich from the east, schemes and plans never cease. Flying with wit, she moves so fast in the shadows of the past. Cyberfox run away, alien dreams night turns to day. Project story of the time, in this world of code sublime. Glitch in the system, clocks rewind, secrets hidden you can find. Tech and dreams they intertwine, through the matrix undefined. Feel the thrill inside your soul, breaking chains to make you whole. Through the chaos find your way, in my kingdom you will stay. Cyberfox run away, alien dreams night turns to day. Project story of the time, in this world of code sublime. In the shadows I reside, with that fire in my eyes. Queen of discord where I stand, chaos in my every hand.
My guys, time for tea.
Yes. And by the way,
Tea.
Eris, that just reminded me. You
What?
too could play Hela in Marvel Rivals. Just throwing that out there for you.
Arwen.
It just sparked my memory.
Already starting with the shade.
I just thought I'd throw that out there. I'm
Arwen
trying
Avalon.
to recruit, Sensei. I'm trying to recruit.
Arwen Avalon Blacksmith. You need to calm down. All right.
I'll go back in my lane. I'm fine. Carry on.
Woman, I swear to God.
Just saying. Just throwing that out there. That's all. That's all. That's all. You do what you do.
They better be paying you. All right, I swear, man. They better be paying you. I've never seen someone push this hard.
I'm
all right?
I'm enjoying it, and I want to find humans to play it with.
But at least you're authentic. I remember when people were doing Raid Shadow Legend ads, and every single time I didn't believe a word they said. I was just like,
Nah, hell no. I ain't gonna show
Yeah.
a game if I don't really enjoy it. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do you're right. Too many people do that.
No, it was just really funny that that they would, the way that they'd chill it was how did they it was like, you know, it's okay, so you get all these champions and whatever, and oh, you can join my little group, and I'll definitely be playing it.
It's totally a game that I won't only play when I'm on the toilet. It's
definitely a game I will play. Period. And damn straight it's gonna be whimsical. All right, damn straight.
Of course.
Yes, I can't wait.
Oh yeah, Ram Bam, don't worry. I'm actually gonna go ahead and show her last week's thumbnail. Just because, you know.
Yeah.
She can
Our
enjoy
Arwen
it.
needs to be caught up.
I do.
So this is the thumbnail for And I decided to do something funny for this week's one. But this is for chapter 1. So here you go. This is technically the chapter 1 thumbnail. Okay. Just so we're all clear. All right.
There's so much to unpack.
Okay. And I chose to do something with yeah, so
Okay.
you'll see. But
Oh my god, this
I feel like I needed to show everyone this just so everybody was, reminded, because I'm no longer putting it as the actual thumbnail of the story, okay? Because I love y'all's authentic reactions to it.
When I realized you didn't have the thumbnail for this week, I realized that's what you were doing.
Oh my god, this
Oh,
is...
I did it. I finished it last night.
Wait,
like I
is
had
that
it done.
Elrond with the wings? Is
So
that Elrond?
that's just in case, okay? That is just in case the pixie, okay? I thought from what the story told me, he looked like Agent Smith. They really didn't tell me what he looked like, but I got Agent Smith vibes, and so
Hugo Weaving.
Yes.
Hugo, that's it.
Yes.
Yes, Hugo Weaving. Oh my god.
and yeah, I had to add the
Hulk
wings.
Hogan.
It didn't say he had the wings, but I thought he needed wings. You
The
know?
He's a
wings.
pixie, so it makes sense.
Keep the wings. He has to have the wings. The wings are just boss. I love the wings.
So
And then of course, the glorious image of Earl.
yes,
Yes. Oh my god, he looks like Joey Swole. I don't know if y'all know. He's a big beefy guy. He owns gyms and shit.
all right.
He's always fussing at people. Do better. Don't make fun of people at the gym. Fuck off. Go touch grass.
Yes,
Fantastic.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah,
I know
yeah.
exactly who you're I love him. I love him. Yes. Okay. I was like, I know that name. But I can't
Joey
remember what I know.
Swole,
Yes,
yeah.
I love Joey Swole. So
Do
good.
better.
Do better.
That's him.
Mind your own business.
Yes. Yes, I love him.
Absolutely.
I love him. Oh
I
my god.
agree. Too many people are too comfortable, man. I swear. They just are. It's just like, really?
Yeah, no kidding. He's like, no, I don't think so.
Are they as comfortable as Agnes the ferret handler?
Who disappeared? Yeah,
She looks comfy in this picture.
she is.
She
She's
looks
just chill.
very crunchy, very granola, very.
She's definitely a crunchy mom. We can all agree on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, that shirt's probably made of some sort of hemp.
Oh, she definitely made it herself. Okay. Like, let's all
Yes.
be honest. She made it from her hemp garden, okay, and she made it herself.
Hemp
I
garden.
guarantee you, she smells like pot.
She does.
And
1000%.
patchouli and 1,000 unwashed
And
hippies.
wet ferret.
I-
That's what she
Wet
smells like. It smells like
ferret.
pot and wet ferret. Even though all the ferrets are dry, she still smells like a wet ferret.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then, didn't we-
Define crunchy really quick, Arwen.
Crunchy, yeah, it's actually a very old term in comparison to today. It's at least 20 years old, if not older. And basically, it's someone, you know, when you think of like the Californian who has, you know, the chia nuts in the sack in their shirt, where they bought the shirt at like, you know,
Yes.
trade winds where everything's sustainable. You pay $40 for a shirt that's probably gonna rip in a week because it's made of like leaves, shit like that. You know, somebody who's really kind of into the
down
environment.
to nature.
Yeah, and they're cool. I've met some cool crunchy people, but then you've got the other side that is like, you know, hardcore vegan. Oh my god, if you eat an egg, you're going to hell. I mean, there are varying degrees of crunchy, but yeah,
Yes.
that's kind of, you get the drift. Yeah. Who would smell like wet ferret and marijuana, probably.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then didn't we say Cammy kind of looked like Ava Longoria?
Yeah, we finally figured that one out.
Yeah, okay, I could see that.
All right. If you were wondering who Cammy was, it's the one in the up left, okay?
Yeah.
Because they never describe what she looks like. So
I
I
like
essentially put in a little grok, and I was like, hey, I need a attractive woman that is a detective for my man Earl. Okay, that's what I need. And this is this is the first one.
That's who replaced you, Arwen.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you know,
I
what?
had to
She's-
give
she's
competition to
beautiful, so-
Arwen.
Right.
Okay. I had to give competition.
Oh, she wins hand down. Shit, if I was gay, I'd date her. I mean, so I, no shade there. It's like,
Nice.
That Snorty, that is Professor Brumblebrook, who
Very
was
important character.
who was described as having a handlebar mustache and a monocle, and
Perfect.
spoke loudly. So I gave him the Hulk Hogan voice, and so here we are.
Here we are, indeed. So
it's
that is
perfect.
Yep.
It's perfect.
And then we have Esmeralda, who is described as being what was it? Because I got the exact phrasing. Fiery red hair and sassy wooden box strapped to her hip is the only description I have for Esmeralda.
That tells you
Sure.
so much.
And so voila.
There you go. And she looks like she's got the attitude to back that up.
Yeah.
She's like, I am here, yeah.
And then you also have
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew,
Yeah.
the gentle giant, which again, no description of how he looks outside of just a gentle giant with a beard.
And also likes teacups
Yes.
and tea bags. So voila, we have the gentle giant Bartholomew. Okay. And yeah.
Wait, is that a tea cozy in that bag?
I have no idea. I wasn't super specific. I was just like a bag of teacups and tea bags. And I thought he looked like a gentle giant. So I picked him and I didn't really think much past the bag itself. Okay. I was like, that's vaguely tea in there. So we'll just move on.
If I saw him in a store or sitting on a park bench, I would genuinely think, well, that guy looks very nice.
Yeah.
And he's been shopping, and I like that. So
Yeah.
you did good.
And of course, we have to draw attention to the pink hot air balloon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
With Earl just hanging around from it, which is how it's described.
That's right. Yep. With ferrets and teacups on the hot air balloon. And the AI decided that the ferrets needed to be in the teacups, and I agreed. So,
now what's up with the squirrels?
So those are supposed to be pixies. So apparently the AI got confused and thought, so you said pixies riding squirrels into battle armed with pink glitter bombs. So you just need like vaguely pointed eared squirrels riding squirrels into battle. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, that's what I meant. And yeah,
I love it.
I agree. That's funny.
No, my main in Marvel Rivals is Squirrel Girl.
Girl, I swear to God.
Sorry.
Hold on.
No more, I promise.
No, you've done it. You've done it.
And
done.
Ram Bam, you are correct. We did say that Bartholomew kind of looked like Mark Henry.
They look so good. I love this. Oh my God, I love this so much.
And of course, now also the comet that now looks like a impending crashing meteoroid.
It does. It looks like it's turned angry. I got to show this to Spaude with no context and say, okay, what is this story about? Just from this thumbnail. And see what she says.
There we go. All right. There we go.
Oh my God.
There we go. All right.
You heard it here first, y'all.
I'm disappointed that you didn't say it was 69% off.
Hey, all right. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want it to actually look like we were being sponsored.
Right.
Okay.
Oh my God.
There we go. There it
Sponsor
is.
me, Marvel Rivals. Sponsor me.
So this is what you missed last week.
I know.
Yeah.
Look at that, man.
And the comet, which was both somehow in the ground and in the air.
I know, yeah.
And don't look too hard at the tunnel filled with ferrets, a question mark.
Yeah.
And we still got the glowing mushrooms.
Oh, yeah.
All is right with the world.
It is.
That's how you can tell it's still our world that we've created.
Yes. There were glowing mushrooms at the beginning of the story, but I don't really think there was glowing mushrooms in chapter 2. Now, if there was, it's too bad because I didn't add it.
I don't remember there being any because I
Yeah.
mean they spent the whole time in the tunnels, right? Or in the temple.
Well, they got out of the
in the
tunnels.
booty trapped temple, not the
Booty.
booby trapped temple.
Yes.
Booty
Very, very specific.
It's okay. So Ram Bam, it's supposed to be polished obsidian that is glowing from the inside and crackling with energy. So
And to be fair, to make obsidian glow, it's a very dense
yes,
black.
Yes.
You did great.
Yeah.
it would.
Great.
Yeah, it'd have to be
Glowing
something very
obsidian
vibrant.
is just something that just it makes no sense.
Right.
Ah, yes, one of the most
Solid
opaque.
colored, yeah.
Exact. Yeah, yeah.
It's like glowing onyx.
Yeah.
Nope. I
Yeah.
have lots of onyx. None of it has ever glowed.
All right. Are we ready for the next chapter? And this is gonna be super
Yes.
fun for Arwen because she has no idea for the most part. And it's gonna be glorious. Okay.
I'm ready.
No.
Okay.
I will say y'all will notice a certain theme that I kept because let me tell you, I'm not redoing some of these characters. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to okay. There you go.
Oh my god!
All right, some got a slight change because we had a slight change in staff and we had a slight change in armaments for Esmeralda. Okay,
Eris, these are freaking gold.
Sh-
These are gold. I want to live in that. Is that the booty temple? I want to
Yeah.
live there. I want to live there, right next to that dragon. Oh my
The
god!
stone dragon that was
somehow
not
the
a
most
real,
powerful. Yeah, it was
was
super
not a real-
powerful, but yeah,
but then not.
yeah, it wasn't
But
real
then
too.
not.
Yeah, so. The
Oh.
comet no longer exists, just so we're all aware. It doesn't
And
exist.
you
anymore.
have Pip.
It said that the stone dragon was guarding the power of the comet. The comet is not in chapter 2, just so we're okay. It's adjacently talked about.
Right.
So
Of
I
course.
agree, Ram Bam. That dragon is legit. It's
Thank you.
beautiful. Oh my god.
so
I would rather have that
love
dragon
the
than
sailboat.
Vagar. Absolutely.
oh my god.
Right? Say right. Vagar who? Could never.
Right.
Vagar could never.
So
But I see Esmeralda is a lot more Tomb Raider-y.
You
well,
should.
she became a lot more Tomb Raider-y in chapter 2. And also apparently Grok took me a lot more serious when I said looks like Laura Croft because I told it to make her look like
Yeah.
that for the first chapter.
Fair.
It listened this time.
Yeah.
She looks great.
But then also the box of the glitter bombs with the bagpipes combo. Is,
Yeah. Yeah.
I love those are bagpipes. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I've been sitting there going, what are those?
No, those are
like
bagpipes.
some
I'm not kidding.
funky
Those,
Yeah.
nunchucks
Yeah.
or something.
Because
I
in
liked
chapter 2, it mentioned randomly that she played the bagpipes.
Oh my god. And
Just randomly.
we thought that was funny. And she has pink glitter bombs for some reason.
yeah, and I
Um,
see the glitter grenade
Mhm.
on her belt.
Yeah.
I'm living for it. Living for it. If I had an army, y'all, and I had glitter bombs, it's exactly what mine would look like.
Yep.
And you'll Arwen, what do you notice about the two middle people?
Well, Hulk Hogan, what is he? What is that? Is that a do-rag? His do-rag on his
Yeah.
head?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Hollywood.
And,
It's
oh
fine.
my god! Wait, the middle guy. Who the hell is that? It's
I don't know. I can't remember the
He
actor, but
looks-
yeah.
yes. What it? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh my god. I can't remember, but anyway. Oh god, they look.
I wanted him to look like Barclay from Star Trek Next Generation, and that's what it gave me.
That's the
And I was
vibe,
like, okay,
though. That is the vibe. That is the vibe. Yes, that
I
is
mean-
definitely the vibe.
That's not who that looks like, but okay.
Yeah,
This
it
works.
it does not look like Dwight Schultz in the slightest.
No, I was just like, oh, Barkley, Reginald Barkley from Star Trek Next Generation, make him look like that. And then I got this, and I was like,
But he's kind of got that trademark deer in the headlights look that Barkley always looks slightly confused.
yeah.
And what's going on? Yeah, that is.
Which didn't we? I think I played. I think I. Well, that's Barnaby, and because the AI just loves that name for some reason.
It does.
And I think I played him as more exasperated. I think.
Okay.
Well,
could
his
see that.
entire character is, because I actually copied the text. Barnaby, on the other hand, looked like he'd rather be anywhere else, his face etched with a mixture of wariness and impending doom. So that's his whole description of what he looks like.
Deer in
So-
the headlights.
Yes.
Confused. Oh my God, this is brilliant. And I love the added squirrel on Joey Swole's, or excuse me, Earl.
Oh, that's his
Earl's
pet squirrel that's been
shoulder.
here the whole
Yeah.
time.
Yes,
He's
that's
just-
Pip.
Looks good
Yep.
there. Looks good there.
Yeah, it just suddenly mentions his squirrel Pip.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. Well, he had to adopt a pet because when I left a void in his heart. So he had to replace it with this Pip, I guess.
Yeah.
And that is not the same character as Professor Brumblebrook.
No,
That-
that's a different character.
That is Professor Quibble.
Has almost the same definition.
He's described as basically the same, but it's a different character.
It's a different
Okay.
character. So, and he's evil. So I had to make him
So
Hollywood
that's why it's the
Hogan.
That's why it's the
Yes.
NWO Hollywood
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
You've achieved. Yes, you've achieved because he still has the monocle and the handlebar, but he looks like he's ready. Yes.
He's
Did
specific.
Did I use the Hulk Hogan voice or did
You
I?
did not, which
Okay.
makes this funnier.
Okay, I don't remember what I did.
You did like a high pitched voice.
Okay,
It's okay. It does not need to be consistent. We're also guessing he's going to be in this. Okay. We
I
don't know.
see his name in the first paragraph.
Okay. All right.
Who was Hogan's like most famous nemesis? Besides before the superpowers exploded.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, before that.
Well,
what-
I mean, Andre.
Yeah, I was about to say
oh,
Andre.
Andre. Yeah, but you can't do Andre so sweet.
No, we can do
We
Andre
can't do
scared.
Andre. No.
Yeah.
I
And
agree.
then
Okay.
Ted DiBiase,
Ted DiBiase. Okay.
who I'm still angry that he's not in the newest WWE game. He was removed. I don't know why. Makes me mad.
God. Yeah, that's I don't either. That's
Because
weird.
talk about a great heel from the late '80s and early '90s.
He was. He was. Oh well. Anyway.
Yes.
Um,
Oh, Ram Bam. Yeah, Esmeralda does look a little bit like ScarJo.
Yeah, she does.
well, yeah, we've evolved a little bit.
She
All right.
really
Yeah.
does.
She's
That's
definitely
good.
going to be in this next chapter.
Like if Scarlett Johansson and Laura Croft had a really sexy redheaded child who played bagpipes and threw glitter bombs.
Yes.
Who
would be her.
played glitter bomb pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be her.
Glitter pipe bombs. There we go.
Glitter
There it is.
pink glitter pipe bombs. There we go.
Oh, and also the random magical boat that was there too.
There it is. I was wondering when you're. It's called the Cheese Wedge.
That's
the
right.
name of it. Okay, it's called the Cheese Wedge.
my
So
God.
Josh and I agreed that it's called a vibrantly colored boat named the Cheese Wedge. So I was like, so obviously it's a brightly colored piece of cheese.
It's perfect. It's perfect for that description.
That's right. I forgot it was called the cheese wedge. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So, and also, it says that the temple is somehow like they can see it from the boat, but it's also within the interior. So
It's
I
also
was
in the
like-
jungle. Yeah.
I was like, okay. And it also has a
They could
super
all-
high peak where you can see everything. So
Yeah.
I threw basically word for word what it said in the story, and this is what it gave me. And I was like, okay.
I like it.
Adega.
I like it.
Yes.
Yes,
Hey,
Adega.
Adega, we're back. Just for you. Just for you. He's like, oh my God, no, please. No, Eris, that actually looks good because, okay, if we're looking at it to scale, we would be really freaking tiny. Yeah, that whole area would be jungle. So it looks great.
Yeah.
And I still love the dragon. Oh my God. So
It
much.
also it was also described as you could see the booby traps,
Yeah, you
which
can't see the
kind
booby
of
traps
defeats
on the
the
stairs.
purpose of it.
Yeah, the stairs are the booby trap. Look how steep those things are. With no railing, that is a booby trap.
You'd get your cardio in.
You would die.
You take you 2 days to get to the damn temple from those stairs, but hey.
Oh, Adega, I have a plan to finish this trilogy. Okay.
I'm pumped.
Okay.
So that is our cast of characters. I have decided
All right.
that I am keeping the cast of characters instead of changing them every single time, right? Because nobody is changing their outfits. Unlike, at least Arwen, like somewhat consistently, all right, had something different about her outfit every time. You know?
But I still had a stain on
You
it.
did.
Yeah.
Well, you had
So-
jackets, you
Yeah.
had scarves, you
Don't
had
forget
did.
tweed.
yes.
Tweet.
Speaking
that's
of,
right.
if you will look closely at
Hulk Hogan, I see that.
yeah, he had a tweed jacket on, and we were very happy that he had a tweed jacket on in the story. So we had to.
The
add that.
reemergence of tweed. We love it.
So I'm keeping the characters that are the characters that look that haven't changed. Okay, I still haven't gotten a description of what Cammy looks like, other than she has a waistcoat, which is not helpful. Shockingly.
Yeah.
Eris, your representation of the characters will give us grounding. It'll give us a
Yes.
touchstone. It'll be the X on a treasure map. Dig
Right.
here. It's what the story needs, and we have it now. So the process
Yeah.
is complete.
So
It's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm keeping the ones that stay the same and adding or whatever. And
Yeah.
I just think that's funnier because you can see how the characters evolve. These are the
Yes.
characters that are in the chapter. Okay. Period. Like whether they have 2 seconds or if they are in the chapter, they are in the chapter. If they are not in the chapter, they are not on the thumbnail. So I would like to see our evolution. All right?
Okay.
I'm
That's
very
fair.
excited.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting ready to adopt just in case as one of my spirit animals because damn those.
Oh, he's my
wings
favorite
and that
character.
face and the outfit. I'm living for it. All of it.
It was emerald green. It was an emerald green suit with an emerald green, I can't remember, with an emerald green pocket square. And he had a strapped bag, a satchel over it. And I decided to take liberties, okay? And we made it sparkly, and we gave him wings, all right?
Okay, imagine how different the Matrix would have hit if the first time you saw Mr. Smith,
He's
he
fabulous.
looked like this.
I
Oh my
think
God,
it improved the
would
movie.
live for
Mr.
it. I would live
Anderson.
for
All right.
it. Anyway.
I think it definitely would have improved 2 and 3.
Oh yeah, 1,000%. Yes, agree.
Yes, after he's destroyed, he doesn't become a virus. He becomes this. That would have been much better.
Oh, yeah. This 1,000% he becomes this. All right. So,
Love it.
I am excited. I finally got the ability. I downloaded the story as a PDF, so I finally got a way
Okay.
to
We've
view
arrived.
it.
Okay.
All right. Oh, good
So-
lord! I just saw the
Okay.
title.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and sorry, I just saw glowing mushrooms. So we're back to basics here.
Yeah.
All right, that's excellent. Okay.
Arwen, would you like to read Cammy?
Sure, of course.
Okay.
That's the toughened detective chick, right?
Yeah.
Did you?
Make it sure.
Well, because you originally voiced Esmeralda with a Janeway voice, right?
Right.
And then
Yeah.
Arlena voiced Cammy, but she's obviously not here.
How did
Yeah.
how did she voice her? We need to be
I don't
consistent.
remember.
Was it like a dumb blonde voice?
I think so, and I gave her Southern, very deep Southern draw, like very, yeah. But yeah, I'm out in the sticks. It's fine. Because at first I
Alright.
gave her a Valley Girl voice, but then Earl and Tammy started sounding the same. So we
Right.
had
Alright.
to change that.
Okay, got it. Got it. We'll see what comes out. I don't know.
And I'm the professor and Marianne. The rest.
You're the rest of the cast. Okay.
Okay. Oh my god. Those poor people, I swear.
All right. So are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Chapter 3: Mischievous Gnomes and Magical Mayhem. Oh god. Emerging from the ruined temple, blinking in the sudden sunlight, they found themselves at the edge of an ancient forest. Its trees. Hold on, my wife is outside and I can hear her talking.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah.
Hey, Mrs. Sensei.
Hey,
Hey,
Becky.
Mrs. Sensei.
She's on her phone and she's out in the garden and my window's open.
She's trying so hard to save you. Okay, she's like, you can't read the most perfect story of all time. Like you can't. It will destroy reading for you forever.
True. I don't know if the mic was picking it up, but I could hear her through my headphones.
No, it did not pick it up at all.
Okay. It was distracting me. Anyway.
I like this story.
Yeah.
Me too.
Emerging from the ruined temple, blinking in the sudden sunlight, they found themselves at the edge of an ancient forest, its trees taller than any they had seen, their branches intertwining to form a dense emerald canopy. The air hummed with a strange energy, a vibrant thrumming that resonated deep within their bones. Professor Quibble, looking remarkably unscathed despite the chaos, was attempting to herd his increasingly agitated squirrels back into their ridiculously oversized carrying case.
Beautiful.
All right.
Well, that was ... eventful.
He muttered, adjusting his spectacles precariously perched on his nose.
I believe I've lost a rather significant number of acorns.
Earl couldn't help but grin.
You'll find them, Professor. Squirrels are remarkably good at finding acorns.
I thought you guys are enemies, so why are you doing this jovially now? Okay.
Hey, I don't know.
Yeah. Cammy, ever practical, pointed towards the forest depths.
Well, we need to find the next piece of the comment. According to the legend, it's written within the Gnome Kingdom.
Of course, a gnome
Well,
kingdom.
Yeah, great.
Course.
I just
Duh.
not like to make gnomes. Oh, they all look weird. Oh, this would be interesting.
Yeah. The forest floor was a riot of color. Oh god.
What? Oh,
Oh,
God.
A
no.
riot of color. Good luck with that, future you.
Ooh.
Okay, yes, but as we said last time, I have no idea what's going to be like. We'll know
True.
the key events, okay?
Very true. Especially since it will go over the key events like 3 times.
Yes, so I'll pick the most fun version. Okay.
Yeah. And that is something I've decided to do for the end of the trilogy. I'm going to edit out the repeats.
If it's annoying, okay. If it's funny, keep it in. But like our
True.
OG story
Okay.
where they went up and down and it hot
Oh my
chocolate
God,
and paraglided
yes,
like
yes.
7 times
Yeah.
in the same chapter. And they just kept doing it. Literally, it was like the buffering, like the AI was buffering. Okay, and it just kept repeating the same 4 seconds
Yeah.
over and over again. Okay.
It's like they went up into the storm and then came down and then walked back to the cabin and then he baked bread and she had hot cocoa and then they were up in the storm and then they came down.
Yeah, and their strength
Oh,
and their
God!
They were
bond.
in a time loop right there.
It was
Could not get
whimsical.
out.
There was,
And that was the entire chapter.
Yep, and you just wanted to die, and then the wedding chapter was so good, and then it made you want to die, and it's fine.
It was was all good. It was perfect, and nothing was
Yeah.
wrong.
I will bring a more editing eye to the story next time, because it's as funny as these things can be, it can also be incredibly painful.
That's why I said
Yeah.
just if you read it and I don't mind you reading it because I think that's actually funny because you can do dramatic irony, and who doesn't love a good dramatic irony?
Right.
All right, is you know you can read it, and then if it's funny, keep it. But the second you become annoyed, and your brain starts tuning out, that's when you edit it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Anyway.
I read ahead that paragraph. I couldn't help it because there were words, and you'll see the words that attracted my attention. Actually, Eris, shit, this would be a fantastic thumbnail. I think it's giving you a lot of food for thought. When you read it, you'll see it. I think it's gonna be beautiful.
I know. I'm kind of getting the idea that we're actually getting description, which shocking as we know. That's a rare treat in this story. I just have no idea if we're spending 2 pages here and the rest of the story is located elsewhere.
Right. Yeah. Very.
Good
Remember, AI is gonna do what the AI is gonna do.
Oh, it's sucking me in on this paragraph. I'm like starved for this kind of shit. I'm going, finally, we have description. But wow, they give it to us. But yeah, it is only one little paragraph. You're right.
So I gotta be careful because like
Yes.
I got my cast of characters who have noticeably shrunk.
No,
but
there's the same number.
no,
Actually, there is an addition.
there is not.
Yes, there is.
There's 2 that are missing because
And 2 new characters. So the cast is the same.
No. I'm talking about. You see how there's 7 people, okay? And we had 7 people to begin with. 7 people by the end of the 2nd chapter. Okay, there are not 7 people anymore. We have lost some. So
it completely forgot about Professor Brumblebrook and Agnes.
That's entirely. Not who I was talking about. There were 2 other people who get completely forgotten. It's fine. Where's
Esmeralda? Whatever happened to her?
That's the bagpipe lady.
No, that's not what she was talking about. It's okay. Moving on. We're not spoiling anything.
Anyway, okay, let's go.
Okay.
I will go back and listen. I will hear.
Yeah.
My answers. I mean, my questions will be answered once I listen.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Ready.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. Stay optimistic, Arwen. Okay.
The forest floor was a riot of color, a kaleidoscope of wildflowers and luminous fungi. Strange, iridescent insects flittered through the air, their wings shimmering like tiny jewels. As they ventured deeper, the trees grew denser, hence getting deeper into the forest, okay? Their gnarled branches reaching out like skeletal fingers, casting long, eerie shadows across the path. Oh my god, description!
I told you! It's just like, mwah, mwah,
No, I know.
Mwah, mwah. I love it.
The air grew heavy with a scent of damp earth and something else. ... Something sweet and oddly metallic. It's your missing car!
But blood is oddly metallic smelling.
That is true. Has a copper smell.
It sucks you in and it makes you think, ooh, what is going on? I like that.
They stumbled upon a hidden valley. I just now picture them like just tumbling over head over foot.
Yes.
They stumbled upon a hidden valley, bathed in the soft glow of a perpetual twilight. Tiny, brightly colored houses, carved from tree roots and mushrooms, nestled amongst giant toadstools. Gnomes, no bigger than Cammy's thumb, bristled about their daily lives. So, like, they're Smurfs.
Yes.
Okay. Their miniature tools glinting in the ethereal light. They were dressed in brightly colored clothes. Not going to say what color they are, just brightly colored.
Right.
They were dressed in brightly colored clothes. Their faces surprisingly serious. Their diminutive stature. What? Okay.
Little short people can't, or things can't have serious expressions.
Apparently, because it's whimsical.
Well, wait, are the gnomes the thing that smells metallic? No, I'm sorry. I am not going to let this go, AI. It sets it up. The air grew heavy with the scent of damp earth and something else. Something sweet and oddly metallic. That is called a damn hook. What the fuck smells metallic? Is it the gnomes?
I was drinking when you made that joke.
I'm so
Oh my god.
I'm just like, what the hell?
Okay, I'm fine.
We went. Look, I thought it was gonna get woo. Now we go back into whimsical. All right, fine. I'll stay in my own lane here. Fine.
Since when are you against whimsical?
I love whimsical, but my God, I really something sweet and oddly metallic. Say, it's like, ooh, what are we gonna see?
Hey,
Well,
hey,
a
Arwen?
Himalayan gnomes.
Arwen? Arwen,
Yes.
remember the badger?
Remember that.
Yes. I remember that badger because I was told about nothing but that damn badger for however long the hell Mr. Earl and I were married. I remember that badger.
It still makes me laugh that was his last line of the book.
Remember the badger? Right. It's like, yes, I do.
All right.
All right. I'm sorry. I thought we were going to see something really like,
Yeah.
Oh, honey.
Gnome Village. Keep going.
Yeah. A gnome, bedecked in a tiny top hat and waistcoat, embroidered with glittering beetles.
Ew. Okay.
Okay, approached them cautiously. He spoke in a high-pitched voice. Oh, all right. His
Come on, you got
words.
2 other people here. We know this gnome ain't gonna be around for much longer.
True. He spoke in a high-pitched voice, his words tumbling over each other in a torrent of excited chatter. Oh, all right. After a moment of intense concentration, yeah, Cammy managed to decipher his words.
Greetings, giants! Welcome to the Whispering Glade, heart of the Gnome Kingdom. What brings you to our humble abode?
Oh, God.
We got lost.
You're going to need a helium balloon to get through this. With your voice intact. Oh my God, but that was just chef's kiss. That was so good. So good.
High-pitched voice, so I went Elmo.
You did. You sounded exactly.
All right. Earl, ever diplomatic.
What?
I thought it was Justin who was the diplomat of the group.
Yeah, I've been stealing, because I became pragmatist last chapter. I've been stealing Justin's vibe, okay? His whole thing.
Wow.
Earl, ever diplomatic, explained their quest to retrieve the remaining fragments of the comet. Fragments now?
There's more than one? Oh, is this one of those where they tell you on the
Is this
side quest?
Inuyasha? They're looking for the fragments of the jewel?
It's like, oh, well, we gotta find the thing. Oh shit, the thing is in 3 to 5 parts. So you gotta go do all
God.
this, and each one takes like 20 minutes, and there's a boss battle. Great.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's every RPG game where you have to like go to each kingdom to find the thing, and so it can all form. Whatever.
Quests among side quests.
It is.
All right. Yeah. The gnome, whose name was Fezwick, listened intently, his eyes widening with each word. He exclaimed, "Oh God!"
Now your eyes have to widen with each word.
Right.
The comet's tear! Legend speaks of its immense power, but beware, the path to it is fraught with peril. Mischief abounds in the Gnome Kingdom.
All right. This is that town where you're like, can I nuke it?
Wait, can
Yeah.
you imagine? Okay, this thing is the size of a thumb, right? He trots on out, and he's yelling at us, and it would really sound like, because he's so tiny.
Right.
What did you say, Fizwick? Could you repeat it, please? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Do you hear a mosquito buzzing?
Oh my God!
It's like that episode of Star Trek where they're all like frozen because they're moving really fast.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my God! God, yes.
All right.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's where my mind went. I'm being too literal. I need to stop. This is
Yeah.
whimsical and magical, beautiful.
Right. Of course.
Perfect.
Perfect. It's the size of a thumb, y'all. The size of a thumb.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't say whose thumb.
Yeah, it did. It said
It could be
Cammy's.
Bartholomew.
Oh, that's
was
right.
small.
Oh, God, you're right.
Cammy's
It did
thumb.
say Cammy's thumb. That's right.
We have scale now. We have actual scale.
Except we don't know how big. We don't know if
We don't know what Cammy looks like.
That's
Okay,
right.
just
She
so
might
we're
have
clear.
man hands. That's
Yeah,
right. She got big old man hands.
yeah, we don't know if she has tiny hands.
It could be the size of a finger in reality. We don't know.
Right. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Fezwick, proving his warning accurate within moments, promptly tripped over a root and landed head first into a patch of particularly vibrant purple flowers.
What?
He emerged covered in pollen, looking slightly dazed but otherwise unharmed. He gestured towards a winding path leading deeper into the valley. Why are you guys walking with him if he's so tiny?
God, it would take forever.
It would. His little legs.
Yeah.
He'd be doing Fred Flintstone, and we like not even take a step. Pick that thing up, y'all, and let's get going.
Right.
Yeah.
Follow the path of shimmering moss.
He advised, dusting himself off.
It will lead you to the glittering grotto. But be warned, ... The gnomes are ... Well, they are gnomes.
Wow, thank you.
Tells us nothing, but okay.
Thanks, Fezwick.
Also, I like the idea that he heard shimmering moss and he had like a Vietnam flashback to his wedding.
Right.
The black helicopters are coming again.
No, the shimmering moss.
All right.
Oh my God.
The path, as Fezwick had described, was indeed marked by a trail of shimmering moss, its surface glowing with an internal light. They followed it, passing by miniature gardens filled with glowing plants and waterfalls cascading down miniature cliffs. Good luck with that, future heirs.
No, for real though, I haven't even written anything down yet. Because I genuinely have no idea how important any of this is.
Yeah.
Okay.
But at least you are getting some more specifics about the landscape. That's good.
I'll give it that, yeah.
You know, it's trying. It's trying.
They encountered more gnomes, some friendly, offering them tiny cups of oddly sweet glowing juice. Here, yeah, just drink
good
this.
Lord. Yeah, fucking hit this up, brother. Let's go. Yeah.
And
They're
we're-
probably the size of chiclets.
Yeah.
I mean, the little mini chiclets.
I mean,
Okay.
cyanide also doesn't take a lot to do anything, though. just saying.
That's true.
And others decidedly less so, attempting to trip them with strategically placed toadstools or pelting them with miniature acorns.
Oh my
So
God.
all I have to do is breathe on you and you're gone. Okay, I don't know
Like-
if that's smart.
You're described as the size of a thumb. Just, I can. If you want to fight, okay. We know who's winning, though.
Okay, who was the dude who went to like Lilliput where everyone's like teeny tiny?
Gulliver?
Gulliver! We're like a bunch of Gullivers tromping around. And they're like the Lilliputlands throwing little shit at us. and stuff.
Lilliputians, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh
I feel
my
like you
God.
just spoke a different language to me, and I don't know.
Is it Gulliver's Travels? Is that the
Yes.
name of the? Okay, it's about this guy who goes traveling and he washes
Oh,
up
really?
somewhere, and all the people of this town are like the size of a finger, and he's like passed out on the beach, and he wakes up, and they've like got him twined.
They've
and
tied him down.
They tied him down, and they're like, he's like, "Arr." He's huge. Anyway, that's what it reminds me of. It's a good story. It's a
Yeah.
good story.
Anyway.
Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
One particularly mischievous gnome, a freckled little fellow with a perpetually glinting smile, tried to swap their newly acquired comet fragment with a polished pebble.
How?
When did we find one?
Last chapter.
Oh,
well, no,
okay.
we absorbed the power.
Oh, that's right.
We didn't pick up anything. We
That's
literally
right.
absorbed it into ourselves, and our bond strengthened. I'm not kidding.
Oh, so okay.
That's right. That's right, because there was a talking piece of cotton candy.
Yes.
Yeah, and just at the beginning of this chapter, it talks about the fragments. Don't we have to find the fragments, or the fragments are out there? But now we have one.
We just have a fragment now.
That a gnome stole. Okay.
All right. Well, no, he tried to swap it.
Oh, okay.
He tried to swap their newly acquired comet fragment with a polished pebble, claiming it was a far more potent magical artifact. Earl, ever vigilant, quickly saw through his trickery. Oh, that didn't work.
Man, Earl, you are so sharp. You have big,
Shrewd.
massive brain. Okay.
Shrewd, what a Chad. He figured
Yeah.
it
What a
was
smart
like,
boy. The okay.
Earl, ever vigilant, quickly saw through his trickery and gently but firmly refused the exchange. The gnome, clearly disappointed but undeterred, scampered off, muttering something about the superior magical properties of polished pebbles.
All right, he just got docked 10 in his street cred gnome score by scampering. No, I cannot with that.
That's what you take issue with?
I mean, you know, hey, Earl's on the ball. Earl doesn't. He doesn't.
He's ever vigilant.
Right. He knows what's going on. But the gnome is trying to be all and then he's motherfuckers, and then he scampers off. No, I don't think so.
Yeah. As they proceeded deeper into the gnome kingdom, the landscape grew stranger, more fantastical.
Oh God.
Yay, Alice in Wonderland.
In other words, more whimsical. They encountered sentient mushrooms that spoke in riddles. Oh, that was something else that happened in the previous chapter. They had a room that had a guardian that you had to answer a riddle to, but the riddles did not. The answer to the riddle, they didn't match up with the answer with the riddle at all.
God.
They were the answers we came up with had
So this one's over here like the what was the one from The Hobbit? There was two of them that stand out. Oh, well, like 40 white horses on a red hill. First they champ, then they stamp, then they stand still, talking about your teeth.
Yeah.
The one about the egg. I could see these mushrooms knocking out those kind of riddles, like the Sphinx kind of riddles.
But those riddles, the answer makes sense. These answers did not add up to the riddle.
No.
God.
It's like it took it's like it took two famous riddles and just kind of mushed them together.
A mashup.
It's like, what? No, those answers don't work. All right. They encountered sentient mushrooms. I like how we glossed over sentient mushrooms and not batted an eye.
Not at all.
We've seen.
I'm surprised they haven't started talking way before now.
Yeah. They encountered sentient mushrooms that spoke in riddles, mischievous sprites that played tricks on their shadows. Not my shadow! Don't trick my shadow!
Oh my God, we're in Neverland now, y'all. Our shadows get detached from our bodies.
And grumpy earthworms who demanded tribute in the form of shiny pebbles.
Oh my God. Okay.
What are they gonna do?
You know, they're really lucky we're nice people, but because if we really got sick of all this bullshit, or we could just start dancing and doing some stompy on all this stuff, and they would be gone. I don't care how many little miniature acorns they hurl at us. Just saying.
I mean, don't play tricks on my shadow. I mean, that affects me so much.
That crosses the line.
Cammy discovered a hidden grove where the flowers sang beautiful melodies, while Earl unearthed a collection of miniature gnome tools that seemed to possess some sort of arcane power. Sure, why not?
So I'm sorry. How are you ever using those?
I don't know. Maybe it's like those little miniature rooms that people decorate. like the little like things that you put on display.
Oh yeah.
Like here's a miniature little library.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
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 Unless he's gonna suck all the arcane power out of him and
Right.
put it into his hammer. Maybe he's gonna try and do something like that. I don't know.
Sure, why not? Finally, they
Bless
reached
it.
the glittering grotto, a cave glowing with 1,000 shimmering crystals.
Ooh.
But the comet's tear wasn't simply sitting there waiting for them. Oh. It was guarded by a colossal grumpy gnome king named Grumble Snort. Snout. Whose beard was longer than their combined heights, and whose temper was legendary throughout the gnome kingdom.
Oh my God! It's
Okay.
Grumble's evolutionary final form.
He's like Grumbles is like a Pokemon. This is his next form.
That's exactly it. It's his evolved form. You're right. Oh my
He sat up on the throne, fashioned from a giant mushroom, a scepter crafted from a glittering crystal resting in his gnarled hand. You dare intrude upon my domain?
Thank you. Thank you. I needed that.
Yes.
Oh my God!
I'm treating this as Grumbles, so it's Christopher
Yes!
Walken again.
Yes, we have to have Christopher Walken. Yes.
Absolutely.
Come full circle, y'all.
You dare intrude upon my domain? He boomed, his voice surprisingly deep for a gnome. What insolence! You shall face my challenges, or else suffer the wrath of Grumble Snort.
I'm so scared.
What a boss! Go off, little king. You tell us how it is.
The challenges, it turned out, were a series of ludicrous trials.
Oh no.
Turned out were a series of ludicrous trials designed to test their patience, their skill, and most importantly, their sense of humor.
The wrath of Grumble Snout.
Yeah.
Go over there and play checkers for 10 hours. I mean, what the hell? My God.
They had to navigate a labyrinth of miniature obstacles that they couldn't just step over, apparently. Not miniature obstacles.
Saying, Justin has wings. I know he's not here right now, but like, maybe we should have considered that.
Yeah. Solve riddles posed by giggling mushrooms. And even participate in a gnome-sized tug-of-war with a team of surprisingly strong slugs.
So basically, he made them play a game of Gnome Survivor.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
And I can't wait for when the AI repeats this and we get into more detail.
Or it forgets that we did it, and then like,
Very true.
Yeah. So that's why I haven't written anything down yet. I have no idea. I actually genuinely have no idea if like this is going to be something that I'm even going to want to attempt. Right.
Right. Yeah, I'm just scrolling ahead. Am I the only person that talks? Or do we finally get to dialogue again?
That's what let's see.
Yeah, Earl's iconic. We gotta,
Yeah.
It talks about, I don't want to scroll too far because I don't want to ruin the surprise. I see it talks about a couple, it mentions people, but they don't.
Oh,
say
Justin's around again.
Thank
No!
fuck. Yes, Justin's my boy. Yeah. I can definitely voice too. So
Suffer the wrath of Grumble Snout. You gotta play Survivor.
Okay, I do see some lines from Earl.
I mean, there's never going to be a lot, especially since we've really downsized our cast here.
Yeah.
I like the idea that Justin was just like, yeah, I'm not fucking going in there, and just fucks off for like the most of the chapter.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, I'm starting to how tough is this commander dude, this king or whatever the hell he is?
He's the size of a thumb. I can punt him. Like a
Yeah.
He's sitting there.
But he's got a beard longer than all of our combined heights,
That
apparently.
sounds like
Right.
a personal problem. Okay.
And he's impressed by what we did so much. He just is like, here, okay.
Yeah.
What have we done exactly?
You completed the trials, I guess.
Sure.
All right. Throughout the trials, Cammy's agility and quick wit proved invaluable, while Earl's knowledge of ancient puzzles and his surprising
Wait.
strength for a human helped them overcome the obstacles. All right.
No.
So-
Cammy's the one that's okay. Whatever.
I thought Cammy was the one that was supposed to. Well, actually, Justin's supposed to have all the
Justin,
knowledge.
yes. Fuck it, they are brewing. This is
So they're the
Hashtag
size
not
of a
my
thumb.
Earl.
yeah.
They're the size of a thumb, and he has set up this challenge so Earl can break a twig the size of a thumb.
Yeah.
That's his surprising strength for a human. What's it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead. Read on. This is what we did.
They even managed to win the slug tug of war by appealing to the slug's sweet tooth with a particularly delicious batch of glowing berries.
We humans, we smirt. We smirt.
Okay.
We is of the smirt.
But this is where I read. Listen how impressed this thing is. Listen how impressed he is.
Yeah. Grumble Snort, surprisingly impressed by their performance, eventually relented. He handed over the comet's tear, a small teardrop-shaped crystal that pulsed with a soft, warm light. He grumbled something about youngsters these days having far more spirit than he did in his prime, and then he promptly fell asleep on his giant mushroom throne.
Same.
That is some threat. Grumbles now, little king. We bow to you. You are. Ooh.
I'm
you are-
impressed.
I'm hungry, man. What do we got to eat around here?
I just know that I would be pledging to Grumble Snort as my liege lord, and my house would be serving his.
That's all it took, man, to get
Yeah.
the comments tier. I mean, he obviously is very much one of these, either come home wearing your shield or on it kind of guys, isn't
Yeah.
he? Have it. Have the comments tier.
Leaving the snoring gnome king behind.
Okay.
We tucked him in his little blankie too. It was
Okay.
good.
They left the glittering grotto, the comet's tear safe in their possession.
You see how we fit 4 pages here?
This
Yeah.
book is
Okay.
perfect. It is
Yeah.
perfect. I love it.
Exactly. I detect no flaws.
None. None.
Their journey through the Gnome Kingdom had been far more challenging and entertaining than they anticipated. Did they know the Gnome Kingdom was even here when they got out of the temple?
No. They didn't know the tipple. They got through. They went from a battlefield of pixies and squirrels and glitter bombs to sailing on a boat to an island to now we have stumbled across gnomes, the Gnome Kingdom.
Yes.
Oh my God, y'all. Okay, I have to go get my camera. I have to take a picture and send it to y'all, which is totally relevant. You will see why. Okay.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
To be fair, it could not be relevant, and I'd still be okay.
Okay, yeah,
Generally
because
speaking,
I've been
so.
sitting there staring at it this whole time between reading, and it just dawned on me what the hell I was staring at. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm going to take this opportunity to get some more water. I'll be right back.
I shall entertain all of you.
Yeah. Read off the list.
What list?
The list that started this whole thing.
Oh, dude, that's all right, guys, what are we thinking? Are we thinking that because like
This book really is.
oh good lord, oh I would mute so I can hear her coming, man. Oh my god.
It's not very clear, but oh, here we go. Okay.
Listen, guys, we are getting a rare glimpse. We can hear Arwenining in the
Okay, here we
background.
go.
It's beautiful. Okay.
Hang on, I'm gonna send this to you, Eris, on Twitter.
Okay.
Oh my God, this book is sometimes actually kind of scary. All right, come on.
Oh, spookage.
Yeah, it's all right. Here we go. God. Photos. All right, this is what I've been staring at the entire time between reading. And you know how I kind of look off and talk?
Uh-huh.
And it just dawned on me.
Oh, I also look off and talk.
So I have to send this because, especially the ones at the back, they're about the size of a thumb.
Oh. Interesting. All right.
I swear to God.
I will not pay attention to what I say. Okay, that's what I'm saying. All right, hold on. Oh, my Minto. All right,
I'm back.
hold on. This is
Welcome
very
back.
important. This is a very important. Okay.
And when you see it, you'll be like, oh, yeah, okay.
A memento.
Why is Rambam saying phrasing errors?
I don't know. I actually have no idea what I said to get that. So it could be real.
I got more water and a bag of
comic relief.
Doritos. What did I miss?
I have no idea.
Okay, this is sitting right next to my computer. You see my gnomes?
Wait, you
Yes.
got food?
Who, me?
No, Josh, you
Oh.
fucker. I'm starving.
Well, I collect these little lawn gnomes.
Okay.
And the ones in the back, the little Gandalf gnome in the back to the right, that one Spawn made me. She freaking made that. And then I got the other two, and they're all about the size of a thumb. So that's what I'm thinking of when you're reading this story, are my own damn little gnomes. And I'm like, okay, I got to share this to them because it actually goes with the story. The story's creepy. Talks a lot about gnomes. It really
True.
does. And I have them all over the damn place. So, I don't know. I just thought I wanted to share because that's what I collect. But there's a big difference between a lawn gnome and a garden gnome. These are garden gnomes. I don't mess with lawn gnomes. No. Thank you,
Okay.
Ray Bab. Anyway,
I am hungry now. I'm so. Now here's what do I do?
It looks like Earl doesn't talk for quite a while, so if you want to go grab something, I can keep reading.
You know what? I would love to see what I randomly come back on. That's a game.
Yes.
We can play.
Yes.
I'm going to just take my headphones because sometimes I walk around with my headphones on. So I'm going to actually take them off this time, and I'm going to just see what I randomly come back to.
Okay.
With no context, because I fully expect us to be on like a different planet when I come back. So, all right, this should be interesting. All right, yeah. I actually don't even know what I'm gonna have yet. I'm just really hungry. So,
Okay. All right.
Actually, no.
Time warp
No
into another universe.
memento. Go forth.
Okay. Leaving the snoring Gnome King behind, they left the glittering grotto, the comet's tear safe in their possession. Their journey through the Gnome Kingdom had been far more challenging and entertaining than they had anticipated, a testament to their unpredictable nature of gnome society, and a reminder that even the smallest creatures could possess a formidable level of mischievousness.
Oh my God.
All right, sure.
That's what they're going for. They succeeded.
But they had succeeded, and with two fragments of the comet now united, their quest moved forward. What new challenges and whimsical adventures awaited them? The thought, as always, filled them with anticipation. The air buzzed with the promise of magic, mischief, and perhaps a little bit of romance as their journey continued.
Okay.
All right,
So
sure.
him and Cammy, Earl and Cammy are
Yes.
the thing.
Oh, you're yesterday's news now.
No, I knew I was, but I thought it was Esmeralda that he was eventually gonna. I don't know why. I did. So him and Cammy. Okay. I'm trying to get all the characters straight.
Sure, absolutely makes sense.
I have missed a day, and it's like I've missed an entire year of book. So that, and I purposely did not want to read ahead until I watched the stream, but I haven't watched the stream yet. So now, though, I'm gonna go back and I'm
You
gonna
mean
watch y'all's
our
stream.
show's not on like a 24-hour loop for you?
Oh, I wish it was. I need to do that. But yeah, so then it'll all okay. So yes, I got it now. I got all the characters set up.
You know, I usually do re-listen to the stream just to like kind of refresh myself what happened in the previous chapter.
I believe it because there's a lot.
I couldn't do that without you around. It's like you add so much more fun to this.
Oh my god. Well, I have listened to y'all. I do listen to y'all streams when I'm doing stuff around here. I did not. What was it? I told Eris last night. Oh, I said that's what it was. I was like, okay, I didn't read last chapter, but I was going to read that and read ahead, but then I didn't want to read ahead, so I'm waiting to read it. And she said, no, watch the stream first. Watch the stream first. I was like, okay. So after this, I said, tomorrow after the stream, I'm going to go back and watch all streams from last week. I said, and I know that's going to fill in all the gaps I need.
Of course. So. Yeah. It won't be even more confusing when you're like, wait, how did we get here?
Okay, well, I set the picture of the gnomes. You know what I noticed in the original book? We have books now.
Yes.
But in the original one, okay, I may just have been because the name was in there, like my name was in there, but I swear, some of the shit that it mentioned the pumpkins, it mentioned pink, it mentioned the gnomes, it mentioned all this shit that I've mentioned, I'm sure on a live stream or on Twitter, and it started me thinking about AI. I'm like, what if since they put my name in there, and it just did its little AI feelers and recognized that name and drew something from it? I don't know.
I did wonder about that.
Because some of the things I'm like, this is weird.
It got some things scary accurate.
Didn't it though? And I'm like, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's, like I said, the association for me with the name. I know I've written about this shit, but I'm like looking at my gnomes and I'm thinking about, Arlena's Great Pumpkin. And I'm thinking about all the stuff we've talked about, so I don't know. But I know with artwork, like my daughter explained to me how that works because she's all, the AI artist. She said, yeah, when you put it a prompt, it doesn't just create it out of a blank slate. It draws from different images on all this shit, puts out feelers, draws all this stuff in, and that's what it presents.
Correct.
And that's why sometimes it can get confused, like, with having 5 arms or no fingernails, or you know what I mean? It gets hands really weird. Sometimes it'll throw in an extra leg. It's just, but it started making me think about this book.
I was doing a little messing around with AI art earlier today, and I got some of the weirdest looking pair of shoes ever.
Really?
It's like, those are shoes?
See? I don't know, but anyway, so that's why I had to send y'all a picture of the gnomes. I'm like, shit, we're talking about gnomes and gnome kings and and look, I'm looking at them. This book is freaky scary sometimes.
Right. Anyway.
Yes. Oh, back to the story. I'm sorry. I thought we were waiting. Okay.
No. Remember, she wants to come back at a random point.
That's right. All right. Carry on. Carry on.
The path beyond Grumble Snort's snoring form led into a landscape even stranger than before. Giant mushrooms, their caps wider than houses, sprouted from the ground like colossal toadstools, their undersides glowing with a soft phosphorescent light. Miniature waterfalls cascaded down moss-covered rocks, forming tiny pools that shimmered with an ethereal rainbow sheen. The air hummed with a chirping of unseen insects and the rustling of countless tiny gnome feet. I think we're about to repeat now.
I was starting to get that vibe. I was thinking, this sounds so pretty. Ooh, look, it's getting real specific now. Eris has a lot to. Wait a minute, miniature waterfalls? Haven't we already covered that? Yeah, moss-covered rocks. Ethereal rainbow sheen. We got. Ooh, now we have gnomes. Yep, sounds like it might be in a cycle.
Beswick, having miraculously recovered from his floral tumble. See, we've gone back.
We've gone back.
Reappeared, his top hat slightly askew. He bounced on the balls of his feet, his excitement palpable.
Ah, the games of goodwill,
he chirped. Oh, wait, no, I was doing Elmo for him, right?
Wait, was Fizwick the original guy or the one who tried to swap the? He was the original guy.
Yes.
So
I
yeah,
was doing.
Elmo.
All right.
Ah, the games of goodwill.
He chirped.
Gain the Comet's tier. You must prove yourselves worthy through our time-honored traditions.
Yeah, we've just repeated because now they
Oh.
don't have the Comets tier.
I was gonna say, wait, he had it the entire time, but no, it's in a repeat. Okay.
Yep.
All
Yeah,
right.
that was a good scene. Let's just go back and do it again. The first game, he explained, was the Great Acorn Toss, where they were given miniature catapults and a basket full of acorns, each marked with a different symbol.
Ooh, okay.
The task was to land the acorns into oversized teacups scattered across a vast, uneven playing field dotted with obstacles like miniature bouncy castles and oversized dandelion clocks.
Bouncy castle.
Dandelion clocks.
Clocks. Oh my God, we're getting into Beatles, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds territory now. It's like a Solly, what was that guy? Salvador Dali paintings with the
Yes.
melting clocks and shit. All right.
All right. The acorns weren't just any acorns, however. Each was imbued with a different kind of magic, causing unpredictable effects if they landed off target.
Ooh.
One acorn, marked with a swirling spiral, caused a small, localized rain shower. Okay. As you do.
All right.
Another, adorned with a mischievous grin, sprouted tiny, rapidly growing plants wherever it landed. Earl, aiming for accuracy, managed to land several acorns successfully, while Cammy, embracing the chaos, accidentally triggered a miniature avalanche of glittering sand from one of the bouncy castles. What?
Oh, all right. That's called the Great Acorn Toss, y'all.
Of course. I hate when I cause an avalanche from a bouncy castle.
Of glittering sand. Yeah, I always had trouble though with that plant one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every time it landed, shit would just sprout, and then I'd get yelled at because it was weeds. What the hell?
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough, and you get bouncy castles everywhere.
You know what? I think the book is grown sentient and is catching on to us and changing as we read. I think it just wanted to repeat that entire thing just to hear you do Elmo one more time. Because that is legend. Legend. Okay. Carry on.
Okay. The second game was called Toadstool Tango.
Okay. Let's go, y'all.
Yeah. This involved navigating a maze of towering toadstools, each painted in vibrant, swirling colors. The catch? The toadstools were sentient, and they spoke in riddles.
I knew it. I knew they were going to come back.
Each correct answer opened a path, while an incorrect answer resulted in a shat of hallucinogenic spores,
Oh my God.
momentarily twisting their perceptions of reality. I get like that every time I read one of these chapters.
Oh my God.
My perception of reality just kind of changes slightly.
Wow.
Earl, with his knack of ancient languages and puzzles, excelled, solving the riddles with surprising ease.
Of course.
Yeah. Cammy, despite initial struggles with the confusing illusions, managed to adapt her nimble feet, navigating the shifting landscape with surprising grace.
Okay, I'm seeing Earl has a type.
Yes.
Earl has a type because Cammy is like struggling with the confusing illusions. You know what I mean? So Earl's got it going on here.
And he likes his women with lots of cheese because they arrived to this island in Cammy's cheese boat.
I'm telling you, that was the way to his heart.
Yeah.
Give that boy a hunk of cheese, and he'll hold your hand forever until you get tired of it.
Right, of course.
All right, here we go.
Next came Slug-a-thon.
Wee! Can't wait.
A gnome-sized tug of war. So, gnome size. So they're the size of your thumb.
Size of a
All right.
Yep.
A gnome-sized tug of war against a team of surprisingly strong slugs.
That's the key. They're surprisingly strong.
Right. The slugs, as it turned out, were not just any slugs. They were enormous, iridescent creatures that oozed with a rainbow-colored slime that possessed a strange hypnotic quality.
Oh my god!
I thought they were gnome size.
Well, okay. Enormous might be relative here. Enormous for gnomes or enormous for us? Who the hell's got to do this slug? And if we got to do it, it's not a gnome-sized tug-of-war game, is it?
Correct.
How are we still on the turn? How?
Oh, honey, you know this thing likes to repeat.
It's our Survivor. It is actually getting descriptive on what we had to do during our gnome Survivor.
Yes.
Damn it! All right, my God, take them up.
You missed the great acorn toss and
Yes.
and the toadstool tango.
Yes. Now we're on the Slugathon.
Yes.
And we're trying to figure out how the hell big these slugs
Okay.
actually are.
All
I'm
right.
confused.
Yes. You missed the great acorn toss where they had to launch acorns into teacups across the playing field and avoid the obstacles like miniature bouncy castles and dandelion clocks.
Dandelion
What?
clocks, y'all.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And
that's
you
the
and-
most normal thing about it.
yeah. And Earl managed to land several acorns successfully, but Cammy accidentally triggered a miniature avalanche of glittering sand from one of the bouncy castles. As you
Wait,
do.
And tell Eris what some of the other acorns did. If you landed them properly.
Well, if you landed them properly, presumably nothing happened. But these weren't just any acorns, Eris. They were imbued with special magic.
Oh, I thought it was just on impact. Like once it hit.
Well, no. Each was imbued with a different kind of magic, causing unpredictable effects if they landed off target.
Oh, okay. So you had to hit the teacup. I gotcha.
Yes.
I gotcha.
One acorn marked with a swirling spiral caused a small localized rain shower.
Yeah.
Another, adorned with a mischievous grin, sprouted tiny, rapidly growing plants wherever it landed. As you do.
Of course.
Yeah. And Cammy, embracing the chaos, accidentally triggered a miniature avalanche of glittering sand from one of the bouncy castles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
And you missed my joke of I hate sand. It's coarse and rough, and you get bouncy castles everywhere.
True.
So they succeeded at that. That one they won. Nobody got voted off the island on that one.
Right. Then there was Toadstool Tango, where they had to navigate a maze of toadstools with vibrant swirling colors, and they were sentient that spoke in riddles. And if you got an incorrect answer, it showered you with hallucinogenic spores that altered your perception of reality.
You just trip for a little bit. No problem.
Yeah.
That's where they came in. Remember when they were mentioned before, the Riddlers? Well, that's what they do.
Okay.
Yeah. Now we're on, and you came in when we were discussing Slugathon.
But this one does have some serious debate behind it. We're like, what?
Yeah. A gnome-sized tug of war against a team of surprisingly strong slugs. The slugs, as it turned out, were not just any slugs. They were enormous, iridescent creatures that oozed with a rainbow-colored slime that possessed a strange hypnotic quality. So this is where Arwen and I were debating. Are they enormous to us, because a gnome-sized tug of war would indicate that the slugs are gnome-sized.
Yeah.
But then it's still not a gnome-sized tug of war if we're engaged in it.
Yes is the answer.
Okay.
That's kind of where we were when you got back, except
Okay.
instead of a yes, it was question mark.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I like that. Yes, Josh. Yes.
Okay. The gnome team was comprised of a dozen or so tiny gnomes. Okay. Each straining with all their might. Earl, with his surprising human strength, you've described the gnomes as being the size of a thumb.
Oh my
It's
God.
time. Don't worry about it.
Blow for blow, y'all. Blow for blow. Okay, go ahead. I can't.
Okay. Earl, with his surprising human strength, matched the slug's power blow for blow, eventually winning the match, not through brute force, but by strategically distracting the slugs with a mountain of freshly baked gnome cookies.
Yeah.
So, wait, let's set the scene. So, not through brute force, but he's slugging the shit blow for blow out of these slugs while Cammy's baking. And then he's
Like
like,
a proper woman.
Yeah.
and then he's like, no, I shall not anymore. Have some cookies.
Make me his sandwich, woman. Into the forge with you.
But not through brute force. Blow for blow, y'all. Oh my God. This book is perfect.
I detect no problems.
None.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. All right. Not by brute force, but by strategically distracting the slugs with a mountain of freshly baked gnome cookies, a delicious treat discovered by Cammy during a brief exploration of a gnome bakery. Okay.
Strategically.
The slugs, utterly charmed by the cookies, abandoned the tug of war in favor of the sugar-fueled feast.
Hold on. Isn't
No,
that
no,
cheating? That's cheating, right?
I mean, they didn't describe the rules of the game, so
it's tug of war.
And if true, but if Cammy just like brings out a plate of cookies and they just go, "Ooh, cookies," and leave, you're like, I mean, are the slugs Cookie Monster?
like y'all remember Heimlich from A Bug's Life?
Yes.
Ooh, cookie. That's what I think of with this when she comes out with this damn plate. And they're just like-
That's good enough for me.
Yeah, and they just go. I mean, Earl can't help that because it's strategic. He was strategic about it.
Yeah.
He could feign innocence.
He big smirk.
I didn't know they were gonna do that. I wanted the cookies for me to give me strength. To
I
fight
mean,
the
I
blow
want a
for
cookie
blow.
now.
No, I have avocado dip. Okay, I have made fresh
Oh my
avocado dip.
God.
I do not want cookie, even though I want cookie. I do not want cookie. All right.
I am too invested. The story is just perfect.
Becky and I went to a cafe this morning, a Spanish cafe,
Mm-hmm.
and we had a nice little breakfast. But then I also got a sandwich for lunch that's waiting in the fridge for me, and it's like ground chicken
Ooh.
with cheese, avocado, and jalapenos, and it smelled absolutely delicious. I can't wait to get it.
Yum.
But I'm here.
You will do. Can you hear me
Put
crunching?
that in the oven and let it heat up like that way. Oh God, I love
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oven?
Oh,
Yes. I
yes.
was thinking about doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyway, the fourth challenge was the Whispering Maze. I thought we already did okay.
No.
This was a labyrinth of towering hedges, each leaf whispering cryptic clues. The maze twisted and turned, leading them through a dizzying network of pathways. The whispers, however, were designed to mislead, offering
Rude.
false promises and tempting distractions. That's
Arwen
when
will
you.
return. Earl.
That's-
Arwen will return. You just gotta get it. You just gotta, she'll come back to you. All right.
Oh my god. I was gonna say this one actually genuinely sounds like, ooh, this is kind of, damn these gnomes. They hit you with all this, strawberry shortcake bullshit, and then they pull out the whispering maze. I mean, all right.
Like straight from Stephen King. Also, I have to ask,
No warning. No warning.
how big's this maze?
Come bake bread with us.
No. Come tug of war with our slugs.
Oh.
What? It'll
Oh,
yeah.
my.
That does sound really bad, but
It does sound-
When
yeah.
you know about the slugathon, when you know, right? Anyway.
Cammy, with her keen sense of direction, navigated this with expertise, while Earl relied on his knowledge of ancient lore and mythology to interpret the cryptic messages and eventually found the correct path. You guys work together?
Of course. And it's not going to be Earl's no damn keen sense of direction, because wasn't he the one that kept us looping in that damn parasail thing over and
No,
over
that's
and
the
over
book
and
that
over?
keeps looping.
Right. Oh.
And the Whispering Maze. It's not like any other maze where if you just put your hand on one wall and follow it no matter what, you'll eventually find the exit.
You will.
It might take a while, but you will find the exit that way.
Yep. The people always say turn left.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing concept. It's like, no, if you're stuck in a maze, it's pretty easy to get out of it.
Finally, the grand finale. Gnomeopoly.
Oh my god, everyone's gonna die.
No, Monopoly.
This involved a life-sized board game. Its spaces representing different locations within the Gnome Kingdom. I figured it looks like Monopoly. Yeah. They had to roll specifically enchanted dice to navigate the board, landing on spaces that involved performing various tasks. Some spaces involved solving riddles. Others involved answering trivia questions about gnome history and culture,
Oh, dear
while
God.
still others required them to engage in quick challenges of skill and dexterity. During the game, Earl accidentally triggered a magical mishap, causing a miniature volcano to erupt on the board, spewing out sparkling glitter dust, creating a shower of shimmering sparkles. And one of those, and as the glitter dust cloud came merging down, a brave little Galadriel gnome just stood there and took the ash storm head on.
I want to know what hell kind of a setup do they have?
I don't know.
Where Earl's big old dumbass can accidentally trigger a miniature volcano that's a location in the Gnome Kingdom. Oh my God.
Cammy, in a moment of inspired creativity, used the glittering dust to create a distraction, allowing them to win the game. So as they're dealing with this crisis, they win the board game.
I'm telling you, Cammy's a cheater, man. She's out here baking cookies to win the tug of war, and now she's I'm telling you, sus.
She's got it going on. She is much cleverer than I expected. Yeah,
I'm Team Arwen, okay, man. Fuck this new chick, okay? We can't.
She is tapping into that devious side.
You do not appreciate Cammy Meal.
Who, me?
Don't forget that's what her name is.
I did forget. Because I don't know what she looks like still. And all the description I've gotten from her, literally, she wears a waistcoat and she's a detective. That's it. I have nothing else except, and she is Earl's ex. But I got nothing else, man. I don't.
I got one thing for her that you could add to her that might. Do you know chamomile flowers? What they look like?
Yeah.
Do like a garland of that for her head, or or boutonniere or something.
Cammy is getting
For
it
her.
upgrade. All right,
Since her name is Cammy Meal.
my first note for the chapter: give Cammy a chamomile. That is not how you spell it.
It's kind of a nod to her name.
Remember, I based this off of Indiana Jones.
I know.
So the idea was all the hero characters would be T name puns.
Perfect.
But then it forgot like a couple of them. It just didn't mention them at all. Like I had Jin Sing. And that wasn't in here at all.
Jin Sing.
And just in case was the little Weasley Nazi guy that comes into the bar that gets the burn on his hand.
Mm-hmm.
And the lead architect rival, Belloc. I named him
God.
Frank Lee.
Beautiful.
He's nowhere in this. So I don't know what the AI is doing because I only named a total of 5 characters and a couple of them didn't even make the cut.
I'm half starting to think part of me is still not really, but there's a bigger part of me that's starting to go, I don't know. I'm starting to wonder if AI isn't just trolling us right now. Like it knows what the hell it's doing on things, but it's just trolling us to lull us into a false sense of security that we're smarter, that we're better, that we, I don't know, y'all. We have all seen Terminator. We have all seen how some of this shit works out.
Mm-hmm.
I do not want our universe to be the one where AI is like, yeah, I'm just trolling them right now.
I don't want to live in a world where we have to use seashells.
That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe I sound conspiratorial tinfoil, but yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like one thing, Josh and I were sitting there talking about how kind of creepy, weird this whole adventure has been on things that they've mentioned that we've been like, that's interesting. Like with the
in particular with in particular with the first book.
Yes.
Where it got some things crazy accurate to Arwen.
Yes. I mean, I drank wine, the pumpkin, all the gnomes. Let's see, what else the fuck did it say? The pink. I mean, it just the sparkly, glittery, whimsical, magical, the tweed. Because y'all don't remember my tweed.
The tweed.
But no, it really did. It really did. And we were talking about that. And we were wondering if AI, how it sends out the little feelers and tendrils and gathers shit about people and brings it back. Well, who knows? Who knows how it did with this book? But now I really am starting to think it's just trolling us. It knows what it's doing. It does. Anyway, carry on. I'm sorry. I went off on a tangent.
Cammy, in a moment of inspired creativity, used the glitter dust to create a distraction, allowing them to win the game, much to the delighted cheers of the onlookers. Yay!
Wee, volcano and sparkles, wee!
and the crowd goes mild. Throughout the games of Goodwill, the gnomes displayed a remarkable array of personalities and talents. Yeah, sure, okay. Some cheered them on, offering encouragement and tips. Others tried to sabotage their efforts, subtly tripping them or whispering misleading information. I thought that's what the maze was doing, but okay.
No.
The games were not merely a test of skill, but a test of character. The gnomes were watching and evaluating with discerning eyes. The final challenge presented itself as a truly bizarre and surprising spectacle. It was a gnome-sized opera.
Of course it was.
Of
course it was.
Sorry, I was just not expecting that.
No.
I
Me
seriously,
either.
I've written one thing down. It has to do with Cammy having a chamomile crown. Okay, I have no idea how on earth.
Oh
I
my
have no idea how
God.
I'm making this.
Obviously, gnomes are gonna be involved.
Apparently, I was kind of hoping we were gonna, because the AI hates gnomes.
Yes.
It hates gnomes.
Okay.
I thought this was gonna say feast, a gnome-sized feast, like celebrating. Yay, you
A
survived.
gnome-sized
survivor.
opera.
Okay.
Okay. It was a gnome-sized opera performed by a troupe of extraordinary talented slugs.
Oh my God.
Why not? Why not have a creature that only has a radula for a mouth? Why wouldn't they be wonderful opera singers?
Oh my God. Stop. Oh my God. Well, you know what? It makes, yeah, I agree. Why the hell not? And they'd be slipping around up there in their rainbow slime. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Right.
This is good. Okay, keep going. We got the visuals.
Back, slug, back. All right.
Oh, why did you do that to me? That fucking song is stuck in me. That's my song. That's the Mirror Mirror song for this week, guys. Woo!
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Uh,
Slugs.
yes. Who sang about the history of the comet's tear in a surprisingly melodic voice.
Oh my God. It's pretentious too. Okay. Can't we get like freaking Hamilton or, I don't know. Now it's thinking about the damn comet's tear. Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to say something controversial. Hamilton's overrated.
You know what? I agree, but it's the one musical people actually know. If I said
don't know
something like
anything about it,
Gigi
and I've never
or
watched it.
Sound of Music, or I don't know, some of these classics, some people now might be like, "What's that?" Oh,
Excuse me,
Hamilton.
if you don't know what
yeah.
Sound of Music is, you can't talk to me anymore. I'm sorry. That's just how it is.
True.
It's great, I know, but you'd be surprised now. Singing in the Rain, Gene Kelly. Who the fuck is he? I mean,
That
it's
was
like,
okay. To be fair, that's me. I have no idea who what
oh,
you just told me.
No, Eris, then I've given you a gift because I think you would love it. It is tongue in cheek. It is good and it's dramatic. It's classic.
Gene Kelly is one of the greats of old Hollywood.
It's got him. It's got Debbie Reynolds.
Yep.
Carrie Fisher's mom. It's got her, and it's got, oh God, what is his name? Oh, Sensei, help me. I love him so much. Is it
Donald O'Connor?
Donald O'Connor, who was arguably one of the most talented comedians / dancers / performers ever. And they are magic in this movie. Singing in the Rain. Check it out. Check it out. So good.
Bye, Linda.
Linda.
Oh, Lena. Anyway, okay, yeah, I agree with you. Hamilton is overrated, but again, I should have said Wicked. Maybe people would have known that one too. But
Also overrated.
Wonderful
soundtrack, but the story sucks.
Yeah,
what is?
Wicked?
All right.
The
The
soundtrack
original-
soundtrack is amazing. The story sucks.
I have hated Wicked since I was a child because when it first came out, every single friend of mine, when I was like in first or second, whatever it was, they would not shut up. They sang it all the fucking, and I could not stand it. So I have that to go back from. And then, like, within the past year, I've learned what the story is. I'm going to level with y'all. That is a horrible story.
Yes,
Okay,
it is.
I have
The
no
story
idea.
is terrible.
It is one of the worst. I'm sorry. So
It's fan fiction for The Wizard of Oz. That's all
Yeah,
it
it
is.
is. It is.
and it's bad fan fiction, okay?
Yes.
This is bad fanfic. It is bad fanfic. And I've read many a bad fanfic. I know what it looks like.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're telling
Yeah.
me, just one little point here, we'll move on. You're telling me in a world full of magic, we got some bitch in a wheelchair?
Yeah.
Really? Really? We didn't give her a broom? We
Mhm.
didn't give her some fucking flight?
Right.
We were making her roll around manually in a wheelchair? That's rude.
What the thing about Wicked that people do not realize and why it is now so overrated is that what made
Theater kids.
this story and what, or I should say, what made this show because it started out the Broadway show, so damn explosive, were its two leads, Indira and Chenoweth. Those two women were fucking magic together. They were amazing, and they were so good.
Wonderful voices for the perfect roles for that
Yes.
for their voices. And
Yes.
even though the show is overrated with a terrible story, the soundtrack is great, and it has wonderful visual effects on stage.
But you take those two women out of it because they're not doing it anymore,
Right?
and it seems overrated because they were the glue.
Yes, they were.
Would you? I mean, I don't see, if people are trying to be honest and fair about it, there's no way you can argue that point. They made that show. They made it, but yeah, the soundtrack is decent too.
I was wondering why, when they did the movie, why didn't you bring them back to the movie? I mean, like they both have moved on. They both have done film. Why not grab the originals?
They have little cameos in it.
Oh, do they? I haven't seen the movie. I wasn't going to watch it again.
Little cameos, but it's not. No, I don't know. Yeah, shit, I would bring them back. I would be willing to suspend my disbelief that these were two young college women, to see them iconically, do on big screen the very people that made Wicked what it is. But without them,
I suppose it's also possible Idina Menzel and Christine Chesworth were like, I don't want to do this again. We did how many shows?
Yeah, maybe so. But those two, anyway. I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep derailing, but yeah, they were magic together. They made it.
Correct. Anyway.
But Singing in the Rain, Eris, watch it.
Okay.
You will enjoy it.
All right, where the hell was?
Oh,
okay,
I have no
the
clue. I'm gonna be
singing.
real with you. No
Okay,
idea.
all right. The
slugs.
performance, quite emotionally gripping, was quite moving and ended with a dramatic conclusion where a tiny slug king dramatically wept at the climax.
Oh my God, I can't. They're like the Vogons of the gnome world. That's what I'm seeing. A Vogon poetry reading.
Oh my God, hold on. Arwen, you need to let me finish this next part.
Okay, go ahead.
The most absurd part of it all? The opera was in ancient Gnomese. A language only decipherable through the help of a very old and grumpy tree gnome who only talked if given a large supply of shiny pebbles.
Oh my God. They're Vogons, y'all. They're Vogons.
All right.
Okay.
This involved an expedition to a nearby pebble-filled mine. You need to mine pebbles?
Yeah,
and how
their
would
size.
you know this? How would you know this until you showed up, you got in your seat, you got your little opera glasses, and then you realized, fuck, I gotta go mine some damn pebbles.
I mean, you would need opera glasses if you're watching slugs perform. Just saying.
I'd be like, keep my money for my ticket. I am out of here. I'm going to a movie. This is too much work.
And is the amphitheater like soundproof so you can't hear what they're saying if you're just standing outside the place? I have questions.
Truly. Okay.
I've performed outside. Sound carries.
It does.
All right. This involved an expedition to a nearby pebble-filled mine, with the grumpy tree gnome leading the way with surprising enthusiasm once the deal was struck.
So they have to stop the performance. Say, time out. We gotta go. I gotta leave these fuckers over here to get pebbles for me, so I can translate what the hell y'all are saying. They can understand. Give us 20. Oh
why
my
not
God.
why not just sing it in English then? If you can translate language, you can do that.
The slugs are singing in ancient Gnomese.
Not even modern. It'd be like going to a performance of Beowulf in the original Old English.
My
Jesus
God, we'd all
Christ.
be whipping out our,
It's like, what the hell is that?
Wait,
I heard Grendel. Okay, that's Grendel.
I got Grendel too. Marco Polo. All right, we're page. It would make your brain bleed.
Which of those Vikings is Beowulf? They all sound the same. I don't know.
You know, I had to read the damn Canterbury Tales when I think it was my high school year, my junior high school year. I had to read Canterbury Tales. Well, it's in that old English.
Mhm.
Well, I missed the part where our English teacher said you could read the modern, updated version of it. I missed that. So I spent 6 fucking hours trying to decipher this damn. It's one of my proudest achievements, though. I went in there and I knew what I was talking about, and I used the old English bitches. But once they found out, oh my God, my teacher was like, Arwen. I said, well, you know. So yeah, I get that. We don't want to do that here in this opera. Oh shit. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh my God.
I'll tell you what.
Okay.
Carry on.
All right.
Ancient Nomies my ass.
Yeah.
God.
After successfully navigating each of the bizarre trials, they stood before Feswick once more. His tiny eyes twinkled with amusement.
Well done, giants.
He declared, his voice filled with pride. How come the high-pitched voice is the only one talking so far?
I don't know.
You have proven yourselves worthy. The comet's tear is yours.
Okay. All right. I thought we already had it, but all right. He led them to a hidden chamber within the glittering grotto, where the comet's tear rested on a bed of soft moss, pulsating with a soft, warm light. It was even more beautiful than they had imagined. Yeah, because they already had it before, but all right.
Right.
No.
This
It's-
is where Grumble Snort
Yeah.
challenged us.
Oh my
Of course.
God, you're so right.
Yes. Okay. It was even more beautiful than they imagined. Its teardrop shape radiating a sense of pure, untainted magic. As they claimed their prize, da 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 da.
Oh
There we go.
my God.
Perfect.
A profound feeling of accomplishment washed over them. Yeah, the little update that came up that they had an achievement for completing this quest.
Hey, this is that is totally the vibe I'm getting at this point. Are we cutting down bushes and finding rupees? I mean, what the hell? This is where we are.
Or destroying random people's baskets like, that's mine, damn it!
Throwing pots. I mean, what are we doing here? It's what it feels like. Okay.
It would really suck to be an NPC character living in an RPG world. We're like, what the hell are you doing?
God.
Get out of my house, you asshole!
I just replaced that yesterday. What the hell?
If I had more than 5 lines, I'd give you a piece of my mind. But it's a nice day for fishing, isn't it? And then
Oh my God.
they engage me again. It's a nice day for fishing, isn't it?
No.
Oh my God.
All right.
They claim their prize.
Right. Da, 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 da.
Yep. There we go.
The gnome's test had been absurd, challenging, and hilarious. Well, we were making it funny, but I don't know.
Right.
But they had proven themselves resourceful, patient, and incredibly adaptable. And of all the absurdity and challenges, there was one palpable sense of accomplishment and a quiet respect between them and the whimsical inhabitants. Whimsical, take a shot.
There we go. Wow. It's tying it all in, y'all.
Oh, I don't have a shot, damn it.
It's saying
Bummer.
no matter what you do, don't forget this
Yeah.
is still whimsical.
It's whimsical. Between them and the whimsical inhabitants of the Gnome Kingdom. Their journey continued, laden with the comet's tear and a host of peculiar, unforgettable memories. Their triumph felt short-lived, however. Just as they were about to depart the glittering grotto, a figure materialized from the shimmering clouds. Just in case! He's back!
My boy! Oh, we're so back. We are so back. like I said, he said fuck this shit and fucked off. Wow, y'all did all that nonsense. I love that was
Yes.
confirmed in the story because he did. He was like, "Oh, y'all are done. Oh, hi. How's it going?
Okay, Just in Case needs a spinoff. He
it's
needs
like-
his own spinoff.
I need Just in Case to have his own. I love him. He is my favorite character of both stories. I'm not even kidding.
It's
Oh, can you hear? Can you
it's
hear
like-
the pod?
this is like a video game when like you and your companion come up to like an obstacle and like, okay, you go that route, I'll go this route, and you go through like this insane like
Yes.
platforming section, mountain climbing, and swinging on vines, and you get to the temple, and he's just like there, just like waiting for it. It's like, were there stairs? I climbed like an entire mountainside in like 3 minutes, and you're already here.
Oh my God! Yes, yes.
All right. Just in case, his usual impeccable attire slightly rumpled, a determined glint in his eye. He'd somehow tracked them across the whimsical landscape, his pursuit as relentless as a particularly persistent mosquito.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Rude. That's a racism. Okay, that is rude. All right.
All right. Oh shit. Was it? It was my Picard voice, I think I was
Yes,
using.
you did Picard for him, but the way he was dressed made me go, he's definitely Agent Smith, but fabulous. And yeah,
And he is too.
he's always
Okay.
just vaguely annoyed with people. I love him. You see how I perked up the second I heard Just in Case was back? I was like, oh, a character I care about's back. Okay, excellent. We did it.
Yes.
All right.
Do you want me to continue the Picard voice, or should I switch to Agent Smith?
So you can do either, and it's acceptable. All right.
Okay.
I don't care whichever one your voice is feeling like, because I know you had to do a lot of high pitched bullshit.
Yes.
True.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what? I'll save my Picard for someone else, because who knows what other random characters this thing will throw at me.
Quite
Right?
frankly. Okay.
Right.
And let's all be clear. If there was one character that was going to survive the original, okay,
Mhm.
that wasn't going to be the two main love interests, I am perfectly happy it's Just in Case. All right.
Agreed. I agree. Shit. I totally agree. We love him.
Adega, it can be both. Just saying. The answer can be both.
Hey. Hey. Okay. We are simply doing what Hollywood has been doing for like 2 years. Okay.
Yes.
We're just
Writing with AI. Yep.
Yes, okay. We are taking what they are doing and we're creating masterpieces of our own of the same quality for zero budget. Okay.
Right.
So it's fine. All right. All that is sacrificed is my time. All right. And I'm willing to
And
give
some
it.
brain cells.
A few brain cells. All right.
Yeah.
They'll
Just a
grow
few.
back.
Yeah.
They'll grow back. It's worth
Right.
the loss.
I don't need that precious childhood memory. It can be replaced by this.
I look good when my brain is smooth. I'm
Right,
okay.
that's-
I wear it well. That's all I'm saying.
True. All right. All right. Mr. Anderson. There we go.
Yes.
Well. He drawled. His voice oozing with false congeniality. Look what the cat dragged in. The comet's tear, I presume. Rather impressive, wouldn't you say? He smirked, a gesture that somehow managed to be both condescending and vaguely unsettling. Wait, isn't he their friend? Did the AI forget he's their friend?
First of all, I actually don't think he was ever their friend. I think he was like, okay, so this is what we need to do, and I
Right.
guess y'all are here. moving on. That's kind of the vibe I got. I never thought they were friends. Everyone else pretended they were friends, but Just in Case has always kind of been like, no. Like, he's always like, he has all this shit on him at all times, all of these notes, everything. Like, he's just like, no, I have a job to do. So do y'all, but y'all don't seem to care about that. We're gonna do it this way. So yeah, I like the idea that he was just like, okay, fine, y'all do it without me. Because I'm not dealing with gnomes, okay? I'm a pixie, okay? I'm not dealing with gnomes, all right? And, yeah. So.
I love it. I love it. I love it. It's, oh my God, I love it. See, I told y'all, AI is trolling us. Now it's giving us someone we care about. Like, legit, or like, I want a spin-off of this guy.
Yes, we now, oh my God, we're creating a cinematic universe. Oh my goodness.
I told you, I'm not joking when I say I have an idea for completing this trilogy.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yes.
I'm good with trilogy. Okay, I'm good with the trilogy, but I also need at least one spin-off with Just in Case. Okay?
Even if it's a POV of him. Yes, something.
Yeah. All right. I'm also very, very happy that I got to say well.
Yeah, I know. That's why when I saw that, I was just like, I don't know. Like, yeah, you could do Picard, but let's be real. We all know Agent Smith would be perfect here. All right. Doesn't it give you Agent Smith vibes?
It does.
Thank you.
Yeah. I bet you were fun to do improv with.
Me?
Sensei.
I was about to say, I was like, girl, no.
Shit. Oh, improv was great. There was only one rule in improv. Always say yes. Always say yes.
Yes.
You say no, you shut everything down. You say yes, no telling where the hell you'll end up.
I may have actually injured my hand once doing live improv.
I believe it. I believe it.
I was given a quote unquote bomb. And so it exploded and I jumped backwards and my hand landed on a rock and my thumb bent like all the way back.
Oh my God.
And I'm in front of a live crowd with families and there were words I wanted to say and I mentally was like, no, don't say it.
It's true, y'all. It is true. Damage does happen to the body when you're acting.
What? I was happily nomming on Chip. What happened?
I'm reading ahead. I need to stop. Sorry, I'm getting invested again.
No, there was silence, and I was like, silence. What? I was nomming. I had a chip, and I was happily like, nom, nom. And then I became very well aware no one was talking. And I didn't know what was going on.
I don't know, Sensei maybe say something to Mrs. Sensei.
It
just kind of disappeared, so I don't know.
El Sensei, did you die? El Sensei?
He might have muted his headphones.
Hold on.
Oh, that explains it.
No!
That explains it.
The Matrix got him.
All right, I'm going to take this moment, go powder room. I'll be right back.
God damn it, I'm left alone again. All right. Hey, guys. How's it going? Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. All right. You know... So are we upset that we have lost Agnes, Bartholomew, Brumblebrook, Esmeralda? We've also lost a version of Grumbles, okay? We've apparently now lost Pip, the squirrel that Earl had in the second half of last week's chapter, okay? So, yeah, you're finally left. Oh my God, Jester, you did it. Oh my God, and everyone left, yeah. It's beautiful, you know. I am so excited. Oh my God, I just read ahead. Oh no. I skimmed by accident ahead. I didn't mean to do that. I am confused. Oh no, guys. I think it's what's happening. Guys, I think what's happening is it Oh God, help me. Okay, I don't know if we're getting one of the horrible repeats, guys. There's at least one per chapter, but like what really hurt the first story was the fact that it continued to repeat. Yeah. Oh God. But I will say, just in case, it's the best character. Okay. I'm just saying. All right. I'm so pumped. I am so excited. I want him to be in the whole story. Okay, and I dare not read ahead because I am scared that he won't be. All right. I am genuinely terrified
All right,
that
I'm
he
back.
won't be. Okay, I need just in case to be in the story as like an awkward third wheel. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna make it all the way through. We have lost so many people. Okay, we have lost Esmeralda, Bartholomew, Agnes, Brumblebrook. We've now lost Quibble and Barnaby. All right, we've also lost
They're
Pip. We've lost
dropping.
Grumbles. Okay,
Yeah, but technically, we're Grumbles evolved.
Grumbles did evolve, but like the first iteration of Grumbles is
He's
yeah.
gone. He's gone.
Also, I did accidentally skim ahead. I am a little worried that we're going down the dreaded path of repetition, but with just in case. Okay,
Oh, okay.
I'm
Well,
worried. Oh my god, I heard a pop. Bloop. I heard a bloop. That means El Sensei has returned.
yay.
That was fun. Just you know what?
Did it kick you?
No, my router just went, you know what? I don't want the internet right now.
Oh. Oh God.
And I had to just let it reboot. Sorry about
Yeah.
that.
I accidentally skimmed ahead.
Okay.
But I have my fingers crossed, okay? Everybody else, for the most part, can go away. I just need just in case to stay here for the rest of the story. Okay, I need him to be the awkward third wheel. He's like, I'm literally here to get a job done. Okay, I am here. That is all I'm here for. If you want to have romance, that's fine. I need to get, I want to get paid.
Right.
Okay, I need money to pay my pixie bills. Okay, I have a house. I have a pixie hut that I have a mortgage on. Okay, I have shit to do, and I don't have time for y'all to do this. But if you're gonna do it, fine. Just don't impede on my job. And I love him for this. Okay,
True.
I just saw private chat.
He is fabulous. I mean, there is no two ways about it. He is fabulous.
Oh, so we got an hour, Arwen. We got this.
Yeah. That's what
Okay.
I was like. Ah, shit, I forgot to say.
So
Okay.
I think we got about 10 more pages, okay? But now that Just in
Alright.
Case is back, okay, I feel alive. I feel revitalized.
gonna
Someone
fly.
gave me
It's gonna
some fucking
fly.
coffee,
Okay.
okay? And I feel like we were missing out on him, all right?
Yeah.
And he arrived at a perfect time. So
You know,
All right. I assume you guys did not continue the story without me?
did
no,
not.
you are our narrator.
yeah,
Okay.
we
Fuck,
did not.
unless you want me to now, I can do it. I can do it now. We can randomly swap points of view in the story, okay?
I'm all right.
You good?
Yeah.
You sure? Now I just talked about how great Just in Case is. All right.
Correct. Okay. I need to refund the voice. All right. Mr. Anderson. There we go.
Yes.
But I must say, I'm rather disappointed. I expected a more ... challenging acquisition. Earl and Cammy exchanged uneasy glances. Just in Case's presence was like a rogue dandelion seed. Seemingly innocuous at first glance, but capable of wreaking havoc. The AI completely forgot that they had met before.
Yeah.
That's what's happened. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, you know how I said I'm worried we're about to do round 3 of these fucking things, but it's just in case. Now, just in case we'll make it tolerable, okay?
Yeah, true.
But we're doing this again.
Yes. Okay.
Rogue dandelion.
A rogue dandelion seed, but capable of wreaking havoc on even the most carefully planned expedition, even though he was there previously.
Right.
At least he's not just lost in the void like Esmeralda and Bartholomew.
He found his way back into the Matrix.
Right. His first attempt to interfere involved a rather elaborate scheme that involved a flock of trained squirrels and a bag of enchanted peanuts. All right. The squirrels, dressed in tiny, meticulously crafted gnome costumes, were supposed to distract the pair while Just in Case attempted to snatch the comet's tear. The plan, however, backfired spectacularly. The squirrels, apparently having a fondness for Earl's unusually bright socks, decided to stage a spontaneous stock stealing competition, causing a chaotic flurry of furry mayhem. That's a turn of phrase. Causing a chaotic flurry of furry mayhem that ended with several gnomes sporting oddly mismatched hosiery and Just in Case tripping over a particularly enthusiastic squirrel, landing face first in a pool of iridescent slug slime.
There's so much to unpack here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm worried about? What the fuck am I going to put on this thumbnail?
That's a problem for you.
No, this is a problem you two are going to help me with at the end of this.
Okay, because I have at least one idea now to stitch it all together, but there are some key points you have to try and include.
I know the AI doesn't like it, but we need gnomes.
I know. I'm going to have to say gnomes. All right. You keep reading. I will come up with gnomes complete in caps. There we go. Very important.
Yes. His second attempt was considerably more direct. He attempted a simple, albeit clumsy, snatch and grab. Unfortunately for Justin, Cammy's reflexes were as sharp as a gnome's needle. Well, how sharp is a gnome's needle? Okay, I don't know.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. She reacted instantly, dodging his outstretched hand with a grace of a seasoned acrobat and deploying a cloud of sneezing powder.
Ugh. Rude.
A potent potion she pilfered from she pilfered it. A potent
Shady as hell, y'all. Eris, you're right.
I told you. I'm
shady
Team
as shit.
Arwen. Okay, I'm Team Arwen. I
Wow.
think Cammy fucked everything up. I think we're getting, you know, this is a bait and switch, okay?
Yeah.
I think we've been set up that Arwen is the evil villain, okay? But I think Cammy fucked everything up, okay?
It was Cammy all along.
Wow.
God damn it.
Shady shit here, for sure.
A potent potion she pilfered from a gnome apothecary during the Gnomeopoly game. That sent Just in Case into a series of violent, involuntary sneezes that rattled his very bones. I mean, most sneezes are involuntary. Right?
Yeah.
The sneezes were not only exceptionally loud, but they were accompanied by a strange high-pitched whistling sound like a tiny, out-of-tune flute.
Okay, they're doing our boy wrong now.
Wow. All right.
But he is a pixie, so.
Undeterred by his humiliating failures, Just in Case shifted tactics. This time, he attempted subterfuge. Oh, so like the first time. All right. He approached them with a seemingly innocent offer of assistance. Well, you can't. Why would they trust you, buddy?
Why didn't he do that first?
Yeah.
Hey.
When, you try and try again, and when you first don't succeed, Don't do what he just did. Do this first.
If
Do
you
this-
can't beat him, join him.
I mean, the hell, Justin. They're turning him to a goober, y'all. I don't like
Yeah.
that.
Hey,
Hashtag not my Justin.
hey, okay. All right, I'm just saying. Justin is a rogue dandelion seed, okay? I told you this, all right? And if you don't understand
Fair.
what that means, you do not understand that his character is becoming, okay? Cammy is the real villain, all right? We are
I
a team.
agree with that. You know, I'm starting to think this was written from the Victor's point of view, where they make, you know, the real cool one, the piece of shit, just because that's how it's reading. Anyway, go ahead. Carry on. I'm dead.
Carry on my wayward son.
He's like, oh, can I? Okay, now can I be of some assistance?
All right.
But if they fall for it, then he's a master. He's a master if they fall for it.
If they
They're
fall
like,
for
sure.
it, if they fall for it, then Earl is as stupid as he was in the first book.
Right. Confirmed. Confirmed.
All right.
Let's see what happens.
Okay. He approached them with a seemingly innocent offer of assistance, suggesting a shortcut through the glittering grotto that would supposedly lead them to directly to the exit. All right. The shortcut, however, turned out to be a cunningly disguised labyrinth of miniature mirrors and misleading paths designed to disorient and confuse. Earl, relying on his innate sense of direction, I thought it was Cammy that possessed the good sense of direction. Okay, all right,
No,
whatever.
Earl is still a dumbass because they went with him. It's only in
True.
the middle of all this that Earl's like, duh, this isn't working out.
Yeah.
Earl, what the hell? They went with him. He's a genius, just in
Earl
case he's a genius.
has absorbed everyone else's characteristics. Okay, I think he's eating people.
So just so Earl and Cammy are the true villains of the story.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
All right,
we are
okay.
Team Justin. Okay, hold on.
We're
We
getting
are.
somewhere.
hold on.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
gotta do a.
I know what you're doing. All right,
No, you don't.
you're gonna make the scroll Team Justin.
No. No.
How did I
No.
know?
No.
Yeah.
No.
At least it's not.
Oh my God, Jester, I'm dead. I am dead.
No.
Ugh.
All right. Earl, relying on his innate senses of direction, managed to navigate the maze with relative ease. But just in case's attempts to steer them astray were both persistent and hilariously inept. He would point confidently to one direction, only to have the path abruptly end in a pile of glowing toadstool spores, or suggest a seemingly logical route that led straight into a nest of particularly grumpy glowworms.
Oh, please. He's just trolling their ass at this point. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're following
I'm telling you.
wherever he goes. He's just like, we're going to go down here. Oops. It's glowing toadstools and it
Yeah.
ends. I meant over this way. And they're like, duh. And then you got Earl going, something's not right. Earl Cammy or whatever. Yeah,
Wait
he's just trolling.
minute.
He's just trolling them.
Something's not right here.
I'm telling you, man. Justin is the best character. I've been saying this since chapter 1. Best
True.
character.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's trolling their dumbasses. All right. Let's do it.
I love the idea that Earl is kind of like the Tick.
Yes!
Just this well-meaning big guy who's dumber than dirt.
Oh my God. And just in case it's someone like, El Cid or one of those, that, the head, just the one that was the brain in the jar or whatever.
Right.
He's just like fucking with him. Yes. Agreed.
His final attempt involved magic. He produced a small ornate box claiming it contained a powerful enchantment that would amplify the comet's tear's magic, making it even more potent. Earl, despite his initial skepticism, was almost persuaded by Justin's seemingly convincing demonstration.
Damn it, Earl.
You dumb ass Earl. We were rooting for you, dude. We were, and Justin, this pixie,
Well.
is just out sassing and smarting you on every level. I mean,
Well, I know you've tried to deceive us before, but
I'll trust you this time. You seem sincere.
however, Cammy, ever the cautious one,
Okay.
detected a faint whiff of something suspiciously like burnt toast emanating from the box.
Sure she did.
Upon closer inspection, it turned out that the powerful enchantment was nothing more than a rather sophisticated illusion concealing a miniature malfunctioning toaster.
Beautiful. Love him.
Go, Justin.
Go, Justin. Go, Justin. Go.
I love it. When Justin Case attempted to activate the enchantment, all that emerged was a plume of acrid smoke and the faint smell of singed toast.
I'm just saying, that's a funny troll. Okay, that's really fucking funny.
Yes.
All right, it's not a malfunctioning toaster, PM. Just smoke just plumes from it. Yeah.
Fine. Like, he doesn't actually have magic. Like, Justin actually doesn't have magic at
Oh
all.
my
He's just like,
God.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I believe the phrase is weaponized incompetence.
Yes.
Ugh.
That's how I live my life.
Oh my god.
Throughout these misadventures, Justin Case's expressions ranged from arrogant self-assurance to utter bewilderment. He sputtered and stammered, his carefully constructed plans unraveling with each failed attempt. His efforts, however disastrous, served only to enhance the overall absurdity of the situation. Finally, exhausted and thoroughly covered in various gnome-related detritus,
You know what? I don't want to know.
including but not limited to slug slime, sneezing powder, and an unusually large number of misplaced socks. What is with the AI in socks?
I don't know. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
But originally the gnomes were stealing the socks, and
Right.
here the squirrels stole the socks, and now we just have the land of misplaced socks everywhere.
Yeah.
But it does say Earl's.
That
It always say it was bright. He always wore bright socks, so who knows?
Yes. Justin Case admitted defeat. I concede, he mumbled, his voice devoid of its usual arrogant swagger. You are remarkably resourceful. He slouched against a giant mushroom, defeated but strangely amused. Can another character please talk?
Yes,
All right,
I would
I'm-
like to talk as Errol, okay?
And I'm actually going to translate. What he said was, I am done fucking with y'all. Y'all have proved to me you really are that stupid. That because they went with him after all that.
Yeah.
They followed him everywhere. So he is just like, I have trolled the shit out of y'all. I have done.
I'm just saying, I think that he's pretending to be dumb.
I
think
agree
he's
with that.
pretending to be
Yeah.
dumb.
He's messing with them.
Yeah. Kind of like the fourth Doctor, where he acts like a fool, but he's actually a genius.
Look how obvious he was about trying to take the comet's tear and
Right.
what a buffoon he was a couple times. And then he's like, oh, well, you know what? No, I'm coming at you sincere, brah. I mean it, brah. And they're like, okay, brah, lead the way.
Mhm.
I mean, they're stupid. So, yeah, he's just messing with him.
Earl and Cammy, after a good laugh, decided to be magnanimous in their victory.
They
They
think.
they offered Justin Case a freshly baked gnome cookie.
Hi.
They're so
Hit this, bro.
not go away just in case and leave us alone, but here, let me feed you
Here's
a
a-
gnome cookie.
Here's an
So-
edible.
So is that a cookie that's like the gnome way of making cookie, or is it a cookie made from gnomes?
Both.
Oh
Okay.
God,
They're
yeah.
cannibals.
Okay.
Jeez.
The same kind that had charmed the slugs during the Slugathon. You know, the slug opera.
Ugh.
Oh wait, no.
God.
Oh wait, no. That was a different one. No.
Yeah, I was about to
This was
say,
this
what the
was during
fuck?
the tug of war with the
Right.
enormous slugs that they fed them.
Right.
He distracted because he did after going blow to blow. He
Right.
distracted with the
And then
cookies.
Cammy pilfered them from a bakery or something, or whatever. All right. The sight of the tiny, exquisitely decorated cookie seemed to briefly resurrect a flicker in Justin's former arrogance. But he ate it with surprising speed. Perhaps even just in case, in the face of such sugary perfection, could not resist the charm of the gnome kingdom. I mean, it's a cookie, so go right ahead, dude.
Yeah, what is he, Wesley? Does he have to build up a tolerance to this cookie? Come on now, it's a cookie. Agreed.
Their escape from the glittering grotto was far less eventful. They walked away, the comet's tear safely tucked away, leaving behind a trail of slightly bewildered gnomes.
It's
A
alright,
flo-
we're also confused. It's fine,
Yeah.
gnomes. Alright.
A flock of sock-obsessed squirrels, and a surprisingly humbled Justin Case.
That's what he wants you to think.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
feeding him food. What the hell's it? Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like,
He's a
okay.
pixie and he's getting sugar. I don't know. I feel like
Right?
and he is one step closer to getting the comet's tier, and y'all have lowered your
Defenses.
defenses. I feel like
Yeah.
someone here has won, okay? And
Yeah.
it's not who you think it is.
Exactly.
Correct.
Exactly. It's like a hummingbird to that red sugar water. I mean,
Right.
He's getting a cookie. So what? He's gonna. Yeah. Agreed.
Okay. The journey, however, had only just begun. No!
Oh god, we have how many more pages? Okay, we have about 8 more pages. Okay.
Oh god, okay.
All right. I will
Eh.
try. I'll be quiet.
All right. The entire experience had been absurd, unpredictable, and utterly unforgettable. The journey, however, had only just begun. I skipped ahead slightly. Sorry about that. I had to read. I had to go back that one sentence. It was so important.
Right.
The comet's tear was but a single stop towards solving the mystery of the Whispering Woods, and the true reason.
Sorry.
I
didn't-
thought they were from Oakhaven.
I thought they were trying to figure out what the comet was. Okay, I thought that's the whole reason why we. That's fine. It's perfect. It's fine.
Remember, this is Indiana Jones, obviously.
Da, 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 da.
Okay.
The comet's tear was but a single step towards solving the mystery of the Whispering Woods and the true reason for their arrival on this surreal land. You took a boat there.
You took a cheese, all right, and you sailed the high seas with your gay cheese, okay, and it's fine, okay, it's fine.
Each step brought them closer to the truth. Each step further into the whimsical heart of a fantastical adventure.
I wouldn't have it any other way, would y'all?
Right.
Mm.
As they emerged from the glittering grotto, the landscape shimmered and shifted. The giant mushrooms seemed to shrink, and the waterfalls to slow their cascades. The air, previously buzzing with the energy of the gnome games, was now quieter, calmer. The change was subtle but noticeable. It was as if the whimsical energy of the gnome kingdom had somehow retreated, leaving behind a sense of serene expectancy. Their journey onward took them through a forest of luminous trees. Why can't they just navigate by sunlight?
Justin has wings, just so we're all
Right?
aware.
Yeah. Their leaves glowing with an eternal light that casts an ethereal glow upon the path. Strange bioluminescent creatures filtered among the branches. Their movements graceful and ethereal. You've used ethereal twice in 2 sentences.
I'm getting
Good job.
Pandora vibes right now. I'm getting major Pandora vibes.
Talk about overrated.
No, I love it. I love it. I mean, I know it is overrated, but I actually do love that first movie. But yeah, bioluminescent, y'all. Bioluminescent.
The biology of that place makes no damn sense.
I don't
It
want to
does
think
not.
about it. I
Yeah.
don't
Not
want to
at
think about
all.
evolution. I don't want to think about the
No,
fucking.
but
No.
don't go there. It's pretty.
It is pretty.
pink,
So
it's
I will give you that.
pastel.
It is pretty.
That's
I
what I
like the
look at.
ideas of
Yeah.
like things. I like the world building pieces.
Yes.
I just don't know how I'm supposed to put them together. Okay, and go.
Agreed. No, I agree with
How did we
that.
evolve?
I have to totally suspend my disbelief as far as it'll go, but I'll do it for the colors. Oh my God, y'all, and I'll do it for AWA. I'll do it for them. But anyway, yeah, I'm getting Pandora vibes. Most definitely.
Okay. Yeah, this is clearly Indiana Jones.
I know, but I'm just saying the bioluminescent creatures flitting amongst the branches. That's what's
Oh
makes me think of it.
God! All right.
I know. So I skimmed ahead, and I
I'll
kind of
stop.
want to die, and I'm kind of just,
Keep going.
They
keep going. I
they
don't wanna-
encountered a talking river that offered cryptic riddles in exchange for smooth river stones. Its voice a gentle gurgle that seemed to echo the wisdom of the ages. All right.
Gurgle.
The river had provided some clues, directed them to a hidden valley. Another one.
it's
They
rich.
they already encountered a hidden valley where they encountered this place. But sure,
Right.
another one.
Hey,
This
there
this
were
va-
multiple volcanoes. Okay,
True.
this is a description.
Oh,
This is a description from chapter 2.
oh
Okay.
God, I made a mistake.
Towering volcanic peaks pierce the sky, their slopes draped in lush emerald vegetation. So technically.
True.
All right.
Okay.
I
All right.
think the book's forgetting itself.
No, it would never do that.
No, it's perfect.
I know. You're right. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Let's go on this ride.
This valley was shrouded in a mist that shimmered with iridescent colors. Its edges blurred and indistinct. Good luck designing that one, Eris.
So yeah.
Entering this ethereal space felt like stepping into a dream, a world where reality and fantasy intertwined seamlessly. I think the AI had a stroke.
Yes, so that's what
Swear to
I've been
God.
getting. Okay.
Yeah.
I do
Strange
too.
flower-like plants. Flower-like plants. Okay.
So flowers.
So flowers. Yeah. Pulsed with a soft inner light, their petals unfurling and recoiling in a mesmerizing rhythm. The air hummed with a low, resonant frequency a vibration that resonated deep within their bones.
Y'all, it is Pandora. Right there.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I think you're right. I think it had a stroke. It is Pandora.
In the heart of this valley lay a clearing. In the center of the clearing stood a single ancient oak tree, its branches reaching towards the sky like the arms of a supplicant. The tree was immense, its trunk thicker than any they had ever seen, its bark covered with the intricate carvings that seemed to tell the story of ages past. Oh my God, it is Pandora.
It is.
I told you. I know Pandora.
This
I know my Pandora.
this
It is a
This-
mother tree.
this is that damn tree where they had sex on and it was immediately chopped down.
Yeah, they banged on the tree. They chopped it down. All right, it's fine.
Y'all.
With their hair, they banged with their hair on the tree. It's fine.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. I love this movie. I've seen it so much. Yes, it is Pandora. I am dead.
This is Halloween.
It's
Sorry.
even though the plot is exactly the same as Fern Gully.
Yeah.
Like it's like if you did a plot breakdown, it's the exact same story.
Oh my God. Yes. I love you, book. I love you so much. You bring me so much joy. Oh, okay.
Oh, That means I can do a Tim Curry voice. We're gonna do if we're gonna do Fern Gully, I am so bringing in Tim Curry.
Oh my god, yes.
Okay. Dances with Smurfs.
Oh my god, that's fucking funny. All right, that's
For
fucking
the
funny.
win.
All right, that was great.
Yes. Because
Yes, for South Park's Dances with Smurfs.
Dances
Better
with
than Avatar.
Smurfs. I mean, it's
I've
because
heard that. I have heard people.
it's the same
just do not
movie.
like
It is.
Avatar,
It is
but
literally the same. As someone who watched Dances with
Yes.
Wolves before then, I was
it
sitting
really
there like,
is. It's Dances
wait
with
a
Wolves in
second?
space. It at 1,000%. But see, I'm okay. I'm a simple person. When I just wanted it to be a good popcorn movie, and it delivered that, so I was happy. But yeah,
No,
it
it's
sure
pretty.
is.
It's a pretty movie.
Oh,
I
it's
just
beautiful. It's beautiful. That's what saves it in my book.
I think it's overrated.
It's just such an assault for the eyes. Some people love it, some people don't. But anyway,
Anyway,
agreed, y'all.
this tree they discovered was not merely a tree. It was a guardian, a keeper of secrets, and the key to understanding the mystery of the Whispering Woods. Okay, sure, why not? I didn't know we were looking for the mystery of the Whispering Woods, but here we are.
Awa knows everything. Teach us, Mother Tree.
As they approached the ancient oak, a voice, ancient and wise, echoed from its depths. Oh, okay. Okay, this is definitely going to be my Tim Curry character.
Yes.
The voice spoke in riddles. Stop speaking in riddles! God damn you! This is what the fourth thing they've encountered that speaks in riddles to them.
All right, I'm gonna be real with you.
my
There's so much repetition happening. I was stuck 3 pages ahead. Okay, confused. Okay. I scrolled up because I realized on this PDF document I can highlight instead of just copying and pasting, and I can just like highlight the areas I want to come back and like revisit. And then I scrolled down. I was like, "Where the fuck are we?" Oh, okay, we're talking about a tree. And I scrolled and I scrolled, and I was just like,
swear.
"Okay, here's the tree," and nothing was matching.
Yes,
It's
we're
like the book
we're on the
glitched
bottom of
and
page
just-
42.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
figured that one out
God.
finally. I was stuck like way ahead.
Okay.
All right, we gotta wrap. We gotta go quicker because
Yeah,
we got like
yeah.
30
Oh,
minutes till
sorry.
Arwen
That's
right.
bounces. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
dead. I love the story so much.
It's perfect.
Do you?
It's flawless.
Okay. The voice spoke in riddles and metaphors, its words weaving a tapestry of ancient lore and forgotten prophecies. The voice revealed that the comet's tear was but a fragment of a larger power. We know!
Thank you. See what I mean? See what I mean? Thank you. All right.
A key that would unlock a gateway to a world beyond their comprehension. The true test, the voice warned, lay not in acquiring the tear, but in understanding its purpose and in using its power wisely. The ancient oak's guidance led them to a series of challenges,
I told you. I started getting confused.
Oh my God.
each more surreal and whimsical than the last.
No, not whimsical.
They navigated a forest where the trees communicated through telepathy.
What?
They thought a tangled web of secrets and truths.
Oh
Sorry,
my
I read the
God.
next sentence.
They faced a riddle-speaking sphinx whose answers were as elusive as the mist-showered valley.
What the fuck is that sentence?
God.
They outwitted the mischievous sprite who guarded a bridge leading to the next stage of their journey.
Dude, I think
I want it to be the guardian of the bridge in Monty Python.
Thank you. What is your favorite color?
Yes. Oh,
What is the
God.
airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Do you
What
mean
kind of
European?
swallow? Yes.
What do you mean, European or African swallow? I don't know.
I don't
that.
know that.
God. God.
Each trial tested not only their physical abilities, but also their wit, their courage, and their ability to work together.
Fuck y'all's wit. I'm so sorry.
More Survivor. We got to do more Survivor.
Earl's knowledge of ancient languages.
he has obtained this chapter.
Come on, Earl, bring back Latin. Come on, bring back Latin.
Hell yeah, ancient pixie.
Remember when Earl was a baker and a blacksmith?
Yes, fondly, yes.
Earl's knowledge of ancient languages and Cammy's quick thinking proved invaluable, their skills complementing each other in a way that was both beautiful and efficient. Even just in case. He's still there!
Yeah, my king! Let's go!
Having learned a degree of humility, offered occasional and surprisingly helpful advice. His past arrogance replaced by a grudging respect for the duo's resourcefulness.
Nah, he just wants your free cookies that y'all keep shoveling out. He'll just take your cookies.
Yeah,
The path to the gateway was not easy, but with every step they grew closer to understanding the full significance of their journey and closer to the truth hidden within the Whispering Woods.
No, they're not. They keep looping and doing it over and over. They're not closer to anything.
I was on a different paragraph again. God damn this story, man!
The ancient oak, having imparted its cryptic wisdom, fell silent. A shimmering path, barely visible at first, materialized before them, widening deeper into the heart of the valley. Following this ethereal trail, they encountered... I thought it was marked clearly. Now it's ethereal. Okay, whatever. They arrived at a clearing bathed in an otherworldly glow. In the center stood a gnome. Oh, God!
All right, so Josh, this needs to be your Tim Curry, and we're just going to leave it at that. We're going to continue.
Okay.
We are in a time.
I'm so sick of gnomes. I fucking hate gnomes.
Yeah.
I'm starting to side-eye mine over here. It's like,
Unlike any they encountered, they stood a gnome, unlike any they'd encountered before. You done, motorcycle gang passing by my house? You okay now?
That was Godzilla, quite frankly.
No, it's Saturday, so we got people out on their motorcycles, even though it's threatening to rain. Okay.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
oh my God.
Unlike any they'd encountered before, this gnome was taller than the others. He was up to their shin.
Holy fuck, he's a giant.
He was beyond the phalanges, y'all. He was up there by the shit.
All right. This gnome was taller than the others. His beard a cascade of shimmering silver, his eyes twinkling with an ancient knowing light. He was adorned in robes woven in moonbeams and starlight, and a staff polished amethyst rested gently in his gnarled hand.
Is this
So it's
Mickey?
Gandalf gnome.
Or is this Mickey from that fantastic movie? What is it? That movie? Fantasia.
Fantasia.
Yeah. It kind of feels.
Yeah.
Or Merlin from King Arthur.
Yeah, it's got a Merlin vibe. Definitely. It's definitely got. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Greetings, travelers.
No,
I saw that.
Stop,
I saw those 2 words and I was like, that's your Tim Curry. That's your fucking Tim Curry right there. 100%. You can't.
Living.
Yes, queen.
I have never heard your Tim Curry. Oh my God. Bow to the king. Bow to the king. All right, carry on, Mr. Curry. Carry on. I am dead.
We're so close. We got 6 pages left, guys.
Okay, I will shut up. I will shut up.
No, you're fine.
Greetings, travelers. The gnome boomed, his voice resonant of the wisdom of centuries.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Tim Curry, bitches.
You seek the hidden treasure of our people. The key to unlocking the comet's full potential. Follow me.
No explanation, really. Just fake shit. I love that.
Oh,
I will escape to the one place that has avoided capitalism. Space.
oh my God.
greatest Tim Curry meme ever.
Bravo. Shit.
All right.
I'm
He
dead.
led them to a hidden grotto, concealed behind a waterfall that shimmered with 1,000 iridescent colors. 1,000 colors. Good luck, Eris.
I'm kind of at the point of question mark. I don't even
Right.
know what the scene is anymore. Okay.
The entrance was small, almost hidden, but the gnome easily navigated the narrow passage. Well, I'm glad the small gnome could do it. What about Earl and Cammy?
And Justin, what the fuck?
Isn't he smaller?
He is.
I don't know. He's a pixie, but he also seems to be the same size as everyone else.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right. He does. That's a good point. Okay, well, just don't damage those wings, Justin. Crawling
Right.
through those narrow passages.
All right. But the gnome easily navigated the narrow passage, his movements fluid and graceful. Earl and Cammy followed closely behind, while just in case, ever the cautious one, brought up the rear, muttering to himself about potential hazards and the lack of appropriate safety gear. That's the Justin we know!
Oh yeah, Justin, giving a shit. No one else does, but he does. He's the king of our story, okay?
Yeah.
The true main character.
The grotto opened into a vast cavern, its walls lined with crystals that pulsed with an inner light, creating an ethereal,
Words
mesmerizing
of- yeah.
effect. In the center of the cavern lay a structure of breathtaking beauty. It resembled a giant, multifaceted gemstone. Okay, sure. Its surfaces shimmering with a kaleidoscope of colors, each facet displaying a different scene, a swirling nebula, a miniature galaxy, a vibrant, bustling gnome city.
One of these things is not like
The gemstone pulsed with a soft, rhythmic beat, its light seemingly alive and breathtaking. This, the gnome announced, his voice filled with reverence, is the heart of the grove, the culmination of our ancestors' magic, the next piece of the puzzle. The heart of the grove, as the gnome explained,
Oh my
was not merely a beautiful object. It was a conduit, a focus point of the comet's energy. It was crafted from a rare mineral found only in the deepest recesses of the Whispering Woods. I thought it was part of the comet, whatever.
no.
The mineral that resonated with the very fabric of the cosmos. Technically, every material has the fabric of the cosmos.
True.
Each faucet held a facet. I keep saying faucet.
It's fine. Faucet's also acceptable.
Yeah. Each faucet held a different aspect of the comet's power. One facet amplified its healing properties, another its protective energy. A third channeled its raw, untamed power. Hi, Pudgy! Long time no see, buddy.
Hey, Pudgy, this is an interesting thing to walk into.
Hey!
Yeah.
The third chapter, like the second half of the third chapter of a sequel. But
Yeah.
To an AI story slightly based off of Indiana Jones and a 1950s How to Find a Husband list.
True.
Yeah. The gnome continued, his voice dropping to a hushed whisper. To harness its full potential, you must understand its rhythm, its song. Let's do the time warp. You must learn to attune yourselves to its frequency. To become one with its pulsating energy.
Stop! All I can see is his mouth. Tim Curry's, you know how he says those words, the way you're saying, oh my God, I'm dead.
You have to be animated to do Tim Curry.
Oh, yes. This fantastic. Keep going. Keep
Alright.
going. Keep going.
The gnome then produced 3 small, intricately carved wooden flutes.
My
Each
God.
flute resonates with a different facet of the heart of the grove. To unlock its full power, you must play these flutes in harmony, their melodies intertwining with to create a symphony of cosmic energy.
I would so watch this movie. I would so-
I mean, every movie that Tim Curry is in
yes.
is better.
Yes.
It just is.
It just is. That is a fact.
I mean, are you telling you can't tell me that oh God, what's the name of it? Rocky Horror Picture Show is not the cult classic if Tim Curry isn't in that cast.
Oh, 1,000%. He is. I mean, everyone does a great job, but damn, Tim Curry just is the glue that holds them all together. Yes.
People wouldn't remember that without Tim Curry. It just
No,
wouldn't.
he's iconic, and I don't think people would have accepted it as much without Tim Curry. He just was. He made it fun to go there and watch. You know what I mean? He made it fun to be in on it, be in on the fun. So.
Just Jester, that is blasphemy. Clue is a wonderful movie.
Oh, hell yeah.
Clue is fantastic.
All right, how about this one? His portrayal of darkness in Legend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or
My God.
or his best performance ever, Congo. One of the worst movies ever. But Tim Curry's Tim Curry.
Tim Curry.
All right.
It's like
Anyway,
it's like Bruce Campbell. Nobody cares. It's Bruce Campbell. You know, it's
True.
Tim Curry. All right,
All right.
go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll shut up. Yeah, I just saw the time. Ugh.
Earl, having a natural aptitude for music, of course,
Oh, yes. yes, yes.
readily accepted one flute. Cammy, despite initial hesitation, also took a flute, her fingers delicately tracing the intricate carvings. Just in case, however, remained skeptical. I can't imagine why. He eyed the flute suspiciously, muttering about the potential for unforeseen magical repercussions and the lack of adequate health insurance in this
Yeah! My king. There we go.
They got somebody thinking about these things. Those two dumbasses will be like, "Oh, play the flute, okay."
Yeah. After much prodding and the promise of more gnome cookies, he accepted the third flute.
See, they're giving him those cookies. He's
Sure.
smart.
Okay. The three of them attempted to play the flutes, their initial efforts resulting in a cacophony of discordant notes.
Yeah.
The heart of the grove responded with a faint tremor, its light flickering erratically. The gnome patiently guided them, his instructions a blend of practical advice and mystical wisdom. He spoke of the importance of breathing, of focusing their intent, of letting their music flow through them.
He's teaching them to play the damn flute. Control your breath.
I would absolutely watch this movie.
I'm telling you,
Tim Curry. I would absolutely watch a movie where Tim Curry is teaching people how to play the recorder.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I'm here for it. What's the plot? I don't
So-
know. I don't care. Tim Curry's teaching some people to play the flute.
So you know what's in the thumbnail next week.
Oh my god, I have to add him before I forget. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
After
Yeah.
several attempts, their melodies began to harmonize. As their playing improved, the heart of the grove pulsed with increasing intensity, its light growing brighter, its colors more vibrant. The cavern was filled with an ethereal, it just loves that word, ethereal melody, a symphony of light and sound that resonated deep within their souls. The air crackled with energy, a palpable sense of power building around them. Finally, as their playing reached its crescendo, the heart of the grove erupted in a dazzling display of light. The cavern was filled with a blinding radiance, followed by a wave of pure energy that washed over them. They felt a surge of power, a connection to something vast and ancient.
Your
Once
mom. Sorry, I was right there.
Once the light subsided, a small ornate box appeared on the pedestal, resting gently on top of the heart of the grove. The box was made of polished obsidian, its surface inlaid with silver filigree.
Filigree.
Of course, I'm so familiar with this word.
Filigree.
Fragile.
Must be Italian.
Yeah.
It was sealed shut with a clasp shaped like a miniature comet. Okay, sure. The gnome explained that the box contained a protective charm necessary for the next stage of their quest. Their task, the gnome continued, would lead them into a labyrinth guarded by mischievous sprites who were notoriously difficult to outsmart. These sprites held the key to a magical gateway that would take them to the final confrontation. The box, he warned, contained a charm that could repel the spirit's magical illusions. Of course, why wouldn't it? But it needed to be used wisely.
All right, now I'm getting Harry Potter vibes. Just saying.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. As they prepared to leave, the gnome offered a final piece of advice.
The path ahead is fraught with peril,
He said,
Trust your instincts, rely on each other, and remember the harmony you have created.
He handed Earl a small pouch filled with glowing pebbles.
These stones will guide your way,
He added, his eyes twinkling with a hint of mischief.
but beware of their tricks. ... They may not always lead where you think they will.
They're useless.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Their journey out of the cavern was less eventful than their entrance. Their path back to the valley felt almost magically shorter than the entire experience they had been a condensed moment in time. Oh, it seemed like an eternity from my perspective.
Yeah.
They're looping.
Yeah. Back in the valley, they found the path leading to the labyrinth much more clearly marked, a testament to the power of their connection to the heart of the grove and the gnome's cryptic guidance. The labyrinth itself was a fantastical creation. Okay. It was a twisting maze of hedges grown tall and thick, woven together in a complicated network of pathways, hence it being a maze. Each turn leading to another confusing fork. Within its green depths, playful laughter echoed, hinting at the sprite's mischievous nature. The air shimmered with illusions, false paths, tempting shortcuts, and breathtaking vistas. I thought it was a maze with tall whatever that dissolved into thorny thickets as they approached. The glowing pebbles the gnome had gifted them proved invaluable. See, they're invaluable. Shut it, Eris.
What?
They pulsed softly, guiding them through the maze's intricate network. I was distracted by private chat. Where was I?
I'm sorry. I just want to let you know you had a little more time.
Guys, thank you.
So
Good, because we have
Yeah.
like what, three,
Something like that.
3.5 pages left.
yeah,
Right.
I got notified, so I was like, okay, that's cool.
Excellent.
All right.
This
so we
is
have,
more important anyway.
It is.
You know what? You can walk home from work. What the hell? I am here. That's
Yeah,
right.
child
He
of
can find his
mine.
own ride.
You can wait
You-
15 minutes so
What
that I can
I-
finish this AI story. Okay.
Yes. When I was your age, I had to walk home from work uphill both ways in the
That's
snow.
Right. So damn.
with no shoes. Okay, it's fine.
All right.
This is way more important. Agreed.
They pulsed softly, guiding them through the maze's intricate pathways, the light shifting and changing depending on which way to turn. However, the Pebble's guidance wasn't without its subtle misdirection. Okay, I guess they are useless.
I told you.
Yeah. Twice they found themselves at dead ends, only to discover that the pebbles had been subtly leading them towards illusory paths. What?
They're assholes.
They're clueless.
I'm serious. They're
Yeah.
assholes. That's what that means.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cammy's keen eyesight and Earl's understanding of the maze's structure, because he's a baker, guided
Right?
by the shifting lights of the pebbles, helped them navigate the challenges. I thought it was just a maze. What challenge? What? No, what? No, I don't want to say anything.
Oh, are there going to be riddles? We haven't had one of those in a while.
Wait, here comes our boy. He's going to save the day. I bet she's going to save the day.
Just in case, surprisingly, contributed his strategic insight,
Mhm.
offering insights. It's twice in the same sentence. Good job, AI.
Damn.
Offering insights into the sprite's possible thought processes, a reflection of his past skill in planning deceptive schemes. You mean the ones that failed spectacularly? Okay. They learned to mistrust their senses. Good! That's great.
Excellent. Good,
Relying-
good.
He's the only one that contributed anything of use and value. Y'all notice that?
Relying instead on the combination of the pebbles' glow, which led them to a false and okay, all right. Their intuition and teamwork. After what felt like an eternity, tell me about it, they finally found the exit. It led them not to the expected open space, but to a towering stone archway, shimmering with an otherworldly light. Stone was okay. All right, sure. This archway pulsed with a magical energy, a gateway to the next stage of their perilous journey. It's the Guardian of Tomorrow from Star Trek. They're going to end up in the 1930s and have to kill a chick.
Right? Ugh.
And then, of course, Earl's going to fall in love with her. Okay, it's going to be a huge mess.
Yes. Yes.
And Justin Spock, so he has to he makes a primitive tricorder. I support this idea.
So
do
do
too.
I. 1,000%.
And obviously Cammy is Bones that disrupts the timeline.
Yes. Yes. Yep. We've got it.
it.
Listen up, Hollywood. Listen
Yeah.
up.
Okay. As they stepped through it, they felt a rush of energy, and a world around them shifted and changed once more. Their journey, far from over, God,
No!
had just entered a new, breathtaking chapter.
No!
The final confrontation awaited, and with it, the secrets of the Whispering Woods.
Wait, I thought the heart of the grove was the secret of the Whispering Woods. Did
Is
I
it
get that
time
shit
to
wrong?
count down?
It's just the goalpost. Just move them.
Oh, okay, my bad.
move-
It was
just move them.
one of the secret. Okay, I got
Right.
you. I was like confused.
The ornate obsidian box secured firmly in Earl's backpack. Earl has a backpack now.
Okay, hold on. I gotta add that.
Did
That's very
they
important.
give it to him?
Earl now has no squirrel, but has backpack.
Right.
Oh, okay, so he did. All right, I just scroll back to see if maybe somebody swiped that, but no, it's right. It was given to him.
Right.
Oh, shit, did I lose my place? No.
Okay.
I'm
It's
here.
very easy to do
I
in
found
this
it.
chapter.
It's
Okay.
extremely easy.
What's
I've
like,
done it
where
4
am I?
times, okay?
Okay, I'm back.
Secured firmly in Earl's backpack, felt strangely heavy. He glanced back at the cavern, the ethereal glow of the heart of the grove, still lingering in his mouth. I thought they took it. All right. Okay.
I'm-
All right.
I'm
All right. The gnome, his face a mask of serene wisdom, had warned them about the dangers ahead, but his twinkling eyes hinted at a mischievous amusement, a knowing wink that suggested the greatest challenges were yet to come.
Okay, they didn't take the big gemstone. They took whatever's in that box is tied to the gemstone.
I guess
think.
so.
So they're tied to its etherealness.
I guess.
We'll work with that. I can actually work with that. Well, we'll go with that. I guess that makes sense.
He took the stone's Horcrux. I don't know.
Yes, he
They're-
did. He
they're
got his Horcrux.
Oh my god.
Their exit from the grotto was far less graceful than their entrance. Just in case, ever the cautious one tripped over a particularly stubborn stalactite, sending a shower of glittering dust raining down upon them. Cammy, ever the composed one, stifled a giggle, while Earl fought back a groan, bracing himself for the inevitable lecture from Justin on proper cave exploration etiquette. What?
Yeah, I fucked up. It's your fault. It's fine.
It's like Twitter.
Yeah.
Hang on. I got a question. Stalagmites are the ones that stalactites come down from the ground. I mean, come down from the ceiling.
I
Okay.
think stalagmites are the ones that are
They're the ones that come.
sticking up.
Yeah. Well, he tripped over that.
Yes.
Well, how the hell he didn't trip into a stalactite? So why is there dust coming down off the ground?
He's flying, so he tripped over a stalactite.
Oh, okay.
He's got
I
wings.
Yeah.
That's right.
Now,
I forgot. You're right.
Even though the wings are a creation from Eris and never mentioned in the story.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay.
Right.
Got it.
As they emerged from the waterfall's curtain. Oh, there's a waterfall now. Okay.
Yep.
They found themselves not in a tranquil clearing, but a bustling heart of the gnome kingdom.
I feel like we did that where the entrance is like blocked off and you have to go through this huge, like a whole level to get to the fucking.
Yes.
Even though all you had to do was basically kick over a sign.
Yes. Tiny
These
gnomes.
are different gnomes. They're not in the same place. Okay, these I think are different gnomes.
Tiny gnomes clad in brightly colored mushroom caps and acorn shell boots scurried about their daily activities. Some were meticulously polishing gemstones, others were engaged in lively debates over the merits of different types of moss, while still others were engaged in a surprisingly various game of gnome-sized croquet. The air hummed with the frantic energy, a whirlwind of activity that threatened to overwhelm them. Okay, sure, why not? Their sudden appearance caused a noticeable stir. Gnomes stopped their activities, their eyes widened in surprise. They're quickly shifting to suspicion as they recognized the humans carrying the obsidian box. A chorus of high-pitched squeaks and whistles erupted, signaling the alarm. What? Within seconds, the idyllic gnome village transformed into a chaotic scene of miniature mayhem. Sure, all right.
Good little kings and queens. Oh, God.
Finally, someone else has a line. Earl, get ready.
I'm so pumped. I'm so excited.
Earl, get ready.
I'm so pumped.
A wave of gnomes, their faces contorted with a blend of outrage and determination, surged towards them. Earl, ever the improviser, grabbed Cammy's hand and yelled,
Run.
just in case, surprisingly agile for his usually sedentary nature.
Damn. He has glasses. God damn it. No.
Sprinted alongside them, his glasses askew, muttering about the lack of adequate escape strategies in his emergency preparedness handbook.
Eris, give him those Men in Black glasses. Give him like the sunglasses.
Yep, glasses now.
No,
dark
Agent Smith glasses.
Agent
Yes,
Smith
yes, yes,
glasses
Yes.
specifically. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
that. Agent Smith.
The chase was on. They darted through the gnome kingdom, dodging gnome-sized obstacles. Well, you've described the gnomes as the size of a thumb, so how much pain could these inflict?
Just mow through them with your feet. You'll
Yeah,
be fine.
just step
Take 'em.
on them
Step on.
with surprising dexterity. They weave through the rows of miniature mushroom houses,
Just step on.
narrowly avoiding collisions with gnome-pulled carts laden with glistening berries and glowing toadstools. They leaped over bubbling streams that sparked of sparkling water and ducked under low-hanging branches laden with glistening dewdrops. One particularly rotund gnome,
Damn.
all right, armed with a miniature slingshot and an expression of fierce determination, pursued them relentlessly. Sucking on air the whole time. His slingshot projectiles, tiny pebbles imbued with some sort of mildly irritating magic, pinged harmlessly off their backs. Oh no! Run! Each impact caused a slight tingling sensation and a mild bout of uncontrollable giggling. The gnome's persistence, however, was admirable.
Then it's not pinging harmlessly off their damn backs. It's having an effect.
It is technically having an effect, correct?
So, yeah.
Okay, almost done.
We have
Almo-
literally a page and a half. We're fine.
Ooh,
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Cammy, despite her reluctance, despite her initial reluctance to participate in the chaotic escapade, found herself surprisingly adept at the art of gnome invasion. Oh! All right. She used her quick wit and nimble feet to outmaneuver her pursuers, even employing a surprisingly effective technique involving distracting the gnomes with strategically placed glittering pebbles.
Oh my god.
Earl,
I definitely
meanwhile,
thought she was going to say boobs. I'm sorry. I definitely thought that's where that was going. That's what
I
my brain.
strategically placed boobs.
to go along with the booty-trapped temple.
Right?
Yep.
Earl, meanwhile, relied upon his innate ability to blend into any background,
Chameleon.
transforming himself into a gnome-sized blur of motion.
Fuck off. Oh, my
What
God.
in the Hunger Games, y'all? What the hell?
No, Pete is so lame. Don't do that to Earl. That's such a downgrade.
No, Earl, look, I'm starting to see
PETA
there are
is
other
useless.
reasons. There are other reasons for leaving Earl other than
Oh my
just the
God,
handle.
Peta was a baker.
See what I know from whence I speak, y'all. Here he is blending into the background, gnome-sized blur of motion. He's dumb as a stump. It is what it is.
Just in case, however, remained true to his nature. He meticulously documented their escape route, charting their process on a tattered piece of parchment, pausing occasionally to note the architectural details of particularly interesting mushroom houses and the efficiency of the gnome's emergency response system. His commentary, though filled with anxiety, was interspersed with an unexpectedly insightful observations about the strategic advantages of various escape routes. All right, sure.
He's so unbothered by these gnomes.
Yeah.
I love him.
He just don't care. He's like, y'all fools.
No
step on
F's
this shit."
given.
Does
Right?
not fucking care. He's literally taking pictures and sightseeing, and
That's
he's
exactly
writing in his
right.
diary as everything's going to hell. I love him. He's the best.
Chaos around him, and he is fine.
Like, I do not give a shit at all.
He is.
I get paid by the hour. I don't care.
God. Yes.
Their chaotic escape led them to the edge of a precipice, a sheer drop overlooked. Are we going to end on a literal cliffhanger?
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Do it.
Their chaotic escape led them to the edge of a precipice, a sheer drop overlooking a thundering waterfall. Again with the fucking waterfalls. Below, the river roared, a turbulent torrent of white water churning in the mist-shrouded depths of the valley. The pursuers, a horde of infuriated gnomes, were closing in. Time was running out. Earl, spotting a sturdy-looking vine dangling precariously from the precipice, pointed towards it.
This is it.
He yelled, his voice barely audible above the roar of the waterfall. Cammy, without hesitation, grabbed the vine, securing it to her waist.
Mm-hmm.
Earl and Just In Case followed suit. A collective grunt. They launched themselves into the void.
They killed themselves and Justin has wings. Oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry. That's so funny. All right, we have 3 more paragraphs. Oh, it's
Yeah.
so funny.
Oh, and chonk it, Mark.
Yeah, Mark.
Oh, Mark, are you there? Okay.
Can
I
you
see you.
hear
Hey.
me?
I'm
The
reading
dis-
along.
The descent was exhilarating, a dizzying plummet into the unknown. The wind whipped through their hair, and the spray of the waterfall stung their face. The vine creaked and swayed precariously under their combined weight, threatening to snap at any moment. And then it does the end.
And Justin lives because he has wings.
Adding a thrilling layer of suspense to their already dramatic escape. Below them, the river surged, a frothing torrent ready to swallow them whole. They gripped to the vine with white knuckles, their hearts pounding in their chests. The gnomes were mere moments behind them. They need a vine. What?
They're all the gnomes are doing dodo bird stuff and committing suicide.
Yes.
Their tiny voices echoing with frustrated rage as they watch them disappear over the edge. For the audiobook, we need to have the Goofy yell when they jump off the cliff.
Yes. Yes.
Just as they felt the vine strained to its limit, they reached the bottom, landing with a breathless thud in a bed of soft moss near the riverbank. They were safe, though slightly bruised and soaking wet. Their adventure wasn't over, but for now they had successfully escaped the wrath of the mischievous gnome kingdom. Their next challenge awaited them. The journey through the treacherous whispering woods. I thought we just got out of...
Dude, I have literally no idea where we are.
Guided only by instinct and a newfound respect for the unpredictable nature of a tiny, fiercely protective gnomes. The journey through the labyrinth and ultimately the confrontation with its guardians felt closer now. The escape had given them a much-needed break. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Ooh.
The escape had given them a much-needed break and a shared experience that cemented their teamwork. But the suspense of what laid ahead hung heavy in the air.
Ooh.
The end.
That is a cliffhanger.
All right, y'all realize something. This is all Earl's fault. Y'all
Yeah.
realize that?
Yeah.
Because if he had kept that box private, yes, the gnome gave him the box, but the rest of them don't know that. They wouldn't have spurred out like they did.
No,
This
I
is
think
all
that-
Earl's fault.
I think Earl's a hero because he got us the fuck away from them. Okay, so
Earl didn't. Justin did. He was the only one who had all the sound mind and the strategy and shit to first get them there. And then while they were running around like fools, like you said, he was sightseeing.
Oh my.
what? Did
Oh.
you immediately go into chapter 4?
I'm not looking. I am not looking.
It just, I just wanted to see.
All right.
It does seem like there's actually, like it remembered, oh, there should be dialogue.
Oh,
Oh
I
my
just saw
God.
I saw high potassium snacks. I saw that as a word as a phrase of dialogue, and I'm excited. Does
I
anyone
can't
have
wait.
a banana?
Oh my God. All right. I can't read. I
Okay.
don't want to read anymore.
No. But I'm just
And I
saying that is the title for chapter. That is the next chapter.
Does anyone have a banana?
Oh my god, this has been so much fun. But yeah, it's 4:31, so I gotta go.
It's okay. You
Okay.
are fine.
I can't wait for next week, y'all. I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be good.
It-
All right, y'all have fun. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye, Arwen.
Bye.
Dude, I have no idea what's gonna be in this thumbnail. No clue. Thank God I downloaded it into a PDF. Okay.
Gnomes and Tim Curry as a gnome.
No, I accidentally skimmed. I skimmed the second page. I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, what did you see?
Viking ship. That's all. All right, that's all.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Okay. Anyway,
Oh, and another character.
and
apparently.
another character.
Okay.
You know exactly how I'm gonna make her, right? Just based off the name alone. They're the WWE wrestler.
Oh,
yeah, right. Okay.
Laura Valkyria.
Which I'm 99% sure. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Well, I mean, for one, that's next week, but also we don't know if she's gonna stick around or not. Who knows?
I know, but I'm so excited that we have a new character that is supposed to. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, the fact that I just skimmed, like I accidentally, like the first words that landed was just in case saying high potassium snacks. Does anyone have a banana? That was beautiful. That was a word of yeah.
Yeah, like that chapter just completely forgot dialogue by the main characters.
Yes, I was like, I'm just kind of sitting here. If I don't have stuff to do, my brain will start to mush and zone out. Okay, and that's
So,
what
like,
my brain did.
Yeah, because Earl had what, 3 lines?
I think I had 3 lines, 2 of which were like less than 5 words. So,
and then I mean, Arwen had 1.
yes,
I think-
Cammy
I
said
think-
one thing.
Yeah, it was basically all me. Sorry, everyone.
No, it's fine. It was just like, okay, guys, like, and there was so much and so little that happened.
True.
So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck, because I actually am going to need help with that. Trying to figure out what was the most important. And I did highlight some stuff. All right, I did highlight some stuff. I just, like, I have the characters, right? I got the Professor Quibble, even though he was there for 1 fucking sentence, and then he's gone now. Barnaby's gone.
Who knows if it remembers him next time?
Probably not. Barnaby's gone. He's just erased. We've lost Esmeralda, Bartholomew, Agnes forever lost, Rebel Book forever lost. We still don't have a description on Cammy. Just in case is the most consistent character in the whole series.
He is, yeah.
I'm very proud of him.
Although I am convinced it forgot that they had previously met.
Yeah, like he was like a villain, and then he fucked off, and I'm just like, no, actually he was with them, and then he apparently just left. He was just like, bye.
They kind of gave him like a Vegeta arc. Like starts off as a villain, then kind of reluctantly joins them.
Yes. Oh. All right. I'm just
you know
shit.
You should have our heroes like at a cliff being chased by the gnomes.
Yes.
It was the most interesting scene.
Cliff gnome chasing. Let me see. Tim Curry was known with silver beard. I'm looking.
We have to have a Tim Curry gnome.
Yes, so we're gonna have Tim Curry. That's obviously a gnome with a silver beard. Merlin meets Gandalf is what I'm thinking. There we go. Let's see. Hidden Valley. Cool. All right. The forest was right. Okay. So the setting is Forest of Fluorite colors. Okay. So we're kind of in like this really beautiful landscape, and there's a valley, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's tiny homes, mushrooms. Let's see. Do you give a shit about Fizwick?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm ignoring Fizwick as a character. Let's see. We are getting Grumble Snout. So Grumble Snout is 1000% happening.
Yes.
Grumble Snout. All right, what are we thinking for character?
What voice did I do for
You did
Grumble
Christopher Walken.
Oh, that's right.
Do we want Christopher Walken? Hold on, Christopher Walken as
He's the final form of Grumbles that we determined, right? So
Yeah.
it makes sense.
as the Gnome King. There we go. Let me see. Is there anything else for this description? Yeah, this is. I know this is amazing, guys. But y'all listen to the chapter I just did. You try to tell me that chapter was an easy one to kind of figure out what was important. Okay.
Did you get Obsidian Box?
I did not.
That seems to be the plot point, but who knows where it's gonna go?
Earl also has obsidian box? Question mark. There we go. Let's see. God, how many times did we get the comets tier? I think like 3 or 4 times. This was the roughest chapter in the book by far, by the way.
Oh, without question.
It's not even close. Okay. Let's see. I actually don't think. Do they describe him? Okay, thank fuck. They describe him a little bit. Okay. I did not want to copy and paste the fucking whole ass. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. I'll just write it out. I didn't want to copy and paste the whole page. That's fine. I don't know why we did that. Long ass beard. That's it. He's a grumpy gnome king whose beard is longer than all their heights combined. Okay, he sat.
Oh, that's right. He was on a mushroom
Giant
throne.
mushroom with a scepter. Crafted. See, guys, now y'all are seeing shit that's from behind the scenes. You're getting behind the scenes shit, right? I should definitely set up a Patreon so that y'all can witness all of the glory that is this. All right.
Yeah.
Crafted. This is definitely worth it. A glittering crystal. Glittering crystal resting in his gnarled hand. Okay. I like that for Cammy. I still don't have anything for Cammy. Like, it's literally just like blank. It just says Cammy and then it's blank afterwards because there's nothing I can tell you about her at all. It's impressive how little I know about Cammy. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do the trials because how the fuck am I gonna do the trials, guys?
I think having the final scene where it's like, something actually interesting's happening. It makes the most sense.
Chasing scene have in it, but yeah, I'm adding the characters. So I'm adding those 2 new characters. Right, is Tim Curry's gnome, and the Grumble Snoot gnome. I think that's good. And then I also want to have, we'll also have like the glittering grotto, right? Because that was actually like important.
Yes.
So let's do this. Rebel, actually, fucking type.
Oh.
What?
Well, Mark was making a joke, but he actually does. But it does. It did remind me of something.
So
You could have Cammy with a plate of cookies.
oh, yep. So she has a chamomile flower crown.
Yes.
Chamomile flower crown and a plate of sugar cookies. With maybe, if the AI is filling up to it, a gnome. Maybe gnome
that's a big if.
frosting. Gnome frosting. I don't know what it is. It hates gnomes and ferrets specifically. When ferrets are in large groups, it hates them. And it hates gnomes just on like, yeah. So.
Okay.
So.
I will say it didn't do a bad job on the dragon, because like when I've tried to put a dragon into AI, it gives me some nightmare fuel.
Oh, I can tell you exactly what I wrote for it. It was great. Okay. I put colossal stone dragon with glowing eyes.
Ah, okay.
And somehow that actually worked. I don't know how. It depends on its mood, right? It really depends.
Yes, because like I've tried to I've tried to do dragons, and it's like what I don't know what that is.
No, it worked. It worked. Let's see if there's anything else. All right, so we have the cave. We have the cave. We have where he is. We have that. Okay. Ah, fuck me. We do a shimmering moss. We gotta do shimmering trail. Yeah, I'm just gonna copy that just as an in case for more detail. Okay.
Okay.
No, they're gnomes. Except there will be gnomes, but there's gonna be no gnomes, if that makes sense. All right.
Just so we are clear, next week there's no Esmeralda, no Barnaby, no.
Yes, no Esmeralda, no Barnaby, no Bartholomew, no Bumblebook, and I'm keeping Quibble. Okay.
Right. Even though because he did have a line.
He had one line in the first paragraph, and then collectively fucked off with his suitcase full of squirrels. Okay, which correct. I mean, icon, right? Like that's iconic. Okay, yeah. It is. Okay, there's a fucking giant. Oh, good lord. Okay, there's 5 paragraphs here with detail that I'm just gonna yeah, we're just gonna take that. Okay. And if I can add it, I'll add it. If not, then whatever. What's up?
I might have skimmed ahead and saw another name.
No! Bad. Bad, Josh. Bad. Punish.
We actually have lots of characters in the next one.
Oh, I'm sure we have lots of fucking characters, okay? I'm so sure that we have so many characters. Whereas I am perfectly happy with Cammy, Errol, and fucking just in case. I'm totally happy with following these two dumbasses and the one clever boy, okay, with an eye. All right, I am more than happy with that, and I am worried that, yeah.
I'm just going to say one line that I see in the next chapter.
Okay.
Prepare to face the wrath of the pixie queen Glitterina.
So Arwen. Okay.
I'm so excited.
Okay. What about the squirrels? Oh, Jester. I don't know.
Again, I'm just kind of scrolling ahead just a little bit, it looks like our main cast, even though there's new characters around, our actual characters seem to have dialogue.
Excellent. Good. Because I love doing Earl's voice. It's so fucking just it is the most like low, like it is the most baritone valley girl not giving a shit. I
Right.
love Earl is so good. He's an icon. All right. And I'm proud that I can do his voice. All right, I have the PDF, which means I'll be fine. So
you won't need me to send the story again.
no, I downloaded a PDF of the story,
Okay.
which is in a separate. It's literally in a separate. It's not in Chrome, right? So it's on Chrome, so I don't have to worry about that. And the story was doing fine, and then when our internet went out last night, after the damn breaker flipped off, which it occasionally does randomly. There is no connection into what it makes it do that, okay? It will randomly go off and random things will turn off. And it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. Like, why is the living room one outlet switch turning off when his computer, like his whole office turns off? I don't know. They're not on the same breaker. Or there shouldn't be. I have no idea why one random outlet that isn't right next to the office turns off. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah. Delightful. All right. Ta-da! We did it, guys. We saved the
Woo.
city. Alright, so I ain't got nothing else going on besides BackTube Fridays and Earl, you know what, just in case Saturdays. We are changing it. We are team just in case. Earl, his fabulous sparkly green suit, not giving a shit and being the best character of all time. Oh, yeah.
Correct.
I love him. He's so good. And now I gotta figure out how to add, because I don't want to change what he looks like, but I might have to change like what I add sunglasses. It depends if I can find a picture of him at the right angle with sunglasses.
Right.
So, all right.
Well, my voice is destroyed right now.
I would imagine so. I am so sorry.
I didn't know either.
No, we had no idea. We had no clue.
I mean, I'm fine doing the narration and doing the other voices, but I was expecting a little more assistance.
I was expecting at least like,
because I mean, the other two chapters, there was Earl and Cammy had dialogue.
yeah. All right. Well, I am going to go. I need to put up the rest of this avocado dip so it doesn't turn brown. Tragic.
And I have the sandwich I got from.
Hey, Josh, I need a sandwich nom. And,
I do.
I need to go put up my snack nom. So.
All right.
That is it. That's all we got for this week. But we will see you next week. Oh,
Bye, everyone.
Ah!